Hey, everybody. Welcome to the game. Great American Experience happens again. I'm the Wizard of Oz, and this ain't my show. No, this is a show for the community. And I'm just a guy in the background. I'm Wizard of Oz, just a guy in the background behind the curtain pushing buttons. God bless y'all. So let the notifications go out and let's see how this party goes. Rock on. Hey, Zoom. How's it going? How's it happening, bro? Hey, Valentine. Hey, Evie. What's happening? Oh, man. Well, I went and got a Genny. Hey, bootlicker. Rock on. Man, that was an event. Yep, I sure do. Valentine and Evie and Zoom. A few others are over there. Thank you, Evie. Good to see ya. Oh, here, let me get a link up here. I am so grateful for you guys. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? I am so grateful for you guys. Thank you. Thank you to our community. Shadow Man. Rock. Thanks, bro. Look like Fidel Castro. No. Hey, Bill, what's up, man?
Okay, so you're back. I'm back. I don't have much juice on here, but I did a little research. I I actually texted you a link to one camper van that I found that might be in her capabilities for Miriam.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and it has a propane furnace that you can run without having the engine running in it. It's it's an actual camper van, so
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's 1990s, but it
It
looked like it
has
might be a good.
a propane furnace that you can run without having the engine running. Hey, Lisa, you got the talk back going. I got you muted just till you get it squared away.
I'm hearing myself through Lisa's stream there.
Right. Right. As soon as you get it squared away, you'll be able to unmute yourself, Lisa.
It should be squared away now.
One,
All right.
two, it's squared away.
Yeah.
She got it.
Yeah, I just had to do the speaker, so I'm sitting here sweating. I went out there to try to get rid of some of that snow. I can't. I'm just too pooped. Been trying and trying.
Lisa, you're snowed in, it looks like.
Yes, yes.
How
I
much
saw
snow you
that.
get?
And I'm all by myself. I'm kind of mad because my snow blower ain't working. I've been begging the crap out of that man to get it fixed. So I was trying to see if I was like, oh God, please let me get a start. Just a miracle.
And you've got nobody there to dig you out either.
Nope, it's me and myself, and I'm just I started getting chest pains. I'm like, oh, time to stop.
I know you got to get somebody to do it. If I was up there, I'd do it for you, but I'm not there.
Hey,
I'm telling
Miriam.
you, you think some of these neighbors would help out? Nope. Nope. I
You
miss
know,
my old neighbor.
I've dug my neighbors out. I've
I
dug
don't
my
know what's the
neighbors
matter
out.
with you.
I ain't scared of no snow shovel.
That's what I've been trying to do. It's just too heavy, you know. I got part of it to my car, but I still didn't get the back of it. I just made like a little path. Oh, this is gonna be fun for the mailman to trudge through the snow, and the snow plow just buried the end. And I was like, oh.
That's not good. You got a lot of
Yeah, if I had my
snow.
good little snowblower working, I can just burn through that in no time.
I look like about 1.5 feet of snow.
Well, it's snowing again,
Oh
so
my
I'm gonna
gosh.
be buried alive.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to be buried alive. Just me and the
Maybe
cat here.
maybe you could call somebody in your local church.
I've been calling around. I even called my landlord. He said he's going to keep trying to get a hold of this guy, pay him $25 to get me out. Hopefully, he can get a hold of him. I'm praying.
You call somebody from the church or something, and they could probably dig you out. That'd be a churchy thing to do.
Yeah.
And they'd probably do it for free and not even charge you.
Yeah.
Oh well.
And a lot of these people, they only do commercial. So some do residential, and then they say they ain't taking on new clients. It's like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of landscaping companies. They do snow removal in the wintertime.
Oh, yeah. That's who I kept trying to contact. Nobody. Nope. I said, I need an estimate. I need somebody out here ASAP. Nope.
What's wrong with your landlord? Is he handicapped or something?
No. He expects us to do it.
Jeez.
I told him I tried. So that's why I said, he said, well, I have this guy that'll do it. He said, I'm stuck in too. He said, I called him. Maybe he's busy. He said, but I'll keep trying.
You ought
And
to
it's
have.
just a
Send you the link
super long
on.
driveway, though. I got the steps done, like, but I didn't clear the whole balcony up. I was like, if it collapses, it collapses. Like, I give a crap.
Oh,
At least
Mrs.
cleared the
Custom
steps.
Baby Biscuit. She's in chat.
Hey,
And
hey.
Miriam, I found you a van. I found a van for Miriam. It's 1990s and it's got a propane. It's got. I sent it to Wiz. I don't know if he has a way to.
I just texted it to her. Yep.
Oh, good. Okay.
Good.
And hey, Mama Don, how you doing?
I'll keep looking though. If that one's not for you, I'll keep looking. I was doing a lot of looking.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, she's got the link. Oh, good. Hey, tell Don I did get a generator. It's not the one he had on the list. They totally bait and switched me. But the manager was real cool. And I got the current version for $50 more. And I was like, oh my God, where am I going to come up with the other $50? And I realized that we had generated $158 from Twitch. And I used some of that money to cover the rest of it.
Did you get your generator?
Yeah.
I'm glad you did because I wanted to find out if you got that because I donated too.
Oh, yeah, that one's still on the way. That's the bigger one.
Yep. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
We went up to pick up another one tonight that they they had in their online thing saying they had one.
Mm.
And then I get up to the store and they haven't had them in months. He's like, I don't know why it's still on the website.
Yeah,
Oh
take
my
it down.
God. So Matt's real cool with me. I said, you got any veterans discounts or old people discounts?
Did you ask him that?
Yeah, yeah, I did. I said,
You got
you
some
got any?
old people discount?
Hey,
You got
Max, what's happening? Yeah, no, so like you got some old people discounts or some shit about ones for veterans, you know? Jeez.
I should get me
Hook
some
me up.
AAA. I wonder if AAA does plowing.
But, and it all, I got the new version of the generator, which is better than the old one, he said.
That's good.
And it only cost $50 more. It was listed for 450. The other one was 350. But he knocked a bunch of money off and threw in a wheel kit for
Oh
five
wow.
bucks. And
That's
yeah, I
good.
was like, the wheel kit was like $35.
Yeah.
He marked it down to $5.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, he was real cool with me about it.
That's
And,
awesome.
yeah, I was really happy.
So you're generating.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I was just like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do this. I don't know what, Lord, just provide for me. And let's get this done, you know. And so I was overcoming things all the way through. Got home, put the wheel kit on, put the oil in, filled it up with fuel, fired it up, and nothing was working. I mean, it was running, but it wasn't producing any energy. I was like, oh my God, what's going on here? And then I pull out the manual and realized that all the outlets had GFI circuits on them. And I had to push the button in to get them to activate.
Mm.
And once I pushed the button, everything was fine.
Super
So,
cool.
yeah, we're hooked up and it's humming. It's doing what we need to do. I don't know if it'll run the well yet. It potentially will, but we'll find out tomorrow. I wasn't going to mess with it tonight. You went to Planet 13 today. Had 3 gummies, and he was toast. Oh, shit. But yeah,
I probably couldn't even handle half a gummy.
so Planet 13 is a dispensary in
That's why
Vegas.
you only a little piece. You don't eat the whole thing.
Right.
Just eat a piece.
Oh, so he's out. We'll let him know we got the Genny and we're up and running, and yeah, the world looks good again.
How's your car running, Lisa?
Good. I went out and started it just to make sure it started because I did use the remote start.
Oh, you
fine.
actually got out. You actually got out of your door, huh?
Oh, I dug myself out. Yep. I did that. I dug a path like from underneath my garage and went up the steps. I'm working slowly at it and then kept digging down to like the side of my car, the driver's side. So, and then I have a round front, but that's all I can do. But I didn't get the rest of the back. It's just too much. It's too heavy. I used to whip through that when I was in better shape. Not anymore.
No. Yeah, Max, we got a pretty big following on YouTube. Um, um, let's see, Nightingale, Bootlicker. Um, oh man, Mrs. Sausage Gravy Biscuit. And well, Lisa, you come in through YouTube,
Yep.
I did.
and
And so did
yeah,
Wild Bill.
Wild Bill, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't even get Twitch notifications.
I don't deal with Twitch. I tried signing up, it wouldn't let me for some reason. I don't know
Hey,
what the hell
Deb.
is going on with it.
Deb's in the house. Yeah. No, it's not the big generator. It's a smaller one, but just until the big one gets in. Into you earlier. Hey, Bird, welcome in.
That's what I hate about snow. We get the lake effect so bad, and then the snow drifts are the worst things because the way my driveway is, like on the side, it gets the like on the driver's side, it gets the drifts. Like if the car is facing out towards the street,
Oh yeah.
Wow.
and that's what's harder too. You know, it's like, oh,
So it buries your car.
yeah, the side of the driveway, driver's side, you know. And then stupid Dairy Queen, that stuff that like they have built a thing for their dumpster close to my house, and they had one of those what do they call it, storage sheds there. So it's like now I can't throw the snow over that way. Oh gee, thanks.
Right.
And they
Wow.
went out of business, and they just closed up for good. They opened that drive through and everything. That's it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Was there for two or three summers, and that was it. They closed. Yep.
Hey, there's Susan. How you doing, Susan? Are you snowed in too? I think she said she's in Queens.
Yeah, if my kid was here overnight, but he has a pet too, so he would help me. But he complains too, so he better hope I can get out if I got taken for his surgery on Monday, next Monday,
Shit.
or he's out of luck.
Wow. Fire in the motherfucking bowl.
I ain't got a beer on me right now. I'm drinking iced tea. I'm smoking a cigarette. There we go.
Brought to you by Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.
.com.
.com.
Yeah, I seen you guys were on. There was nobody else on, so I was like, "Oh, come on, why not?" I was gonna watch a movie. It's like, why not shoot the shit? Well, we're at least we're inside. I'm inside. It's nice and warm. Heat's been going off and on. I cooked dinner, but I felt lonely by myself.
All right. Gotcha. Yeah.
Well, at least I have, it's cooked. All I have to do is make some sandwiches up, some pork sandwiches, and put some Heinz 57 on it, or horseradish sauce.
There you go. There you go. Yep.
Yeah, I made sure I stocked up on bread. I bought another loaf of bread.
That actually sounds pretty good.
What?
Oh, the pork sandwiches with
Oh,
50.
yeah, it is. What I
Oh,
did
yeah.
is I salted it first, put it in the fridge for a while, and then I took it out, and then I put some pepper on it, and then I used my cast iron skillet, seared it, and just finished it in the oven. And I just had veggies with it: cauliflower, broccoli, and carrots. It was the steam bag. I made it like really easy for me.
All right. Yeah. That's cool.
Just threw it in the microwave. There, my meal's done. No, trying to cut back on the carbs. Do the bread once in a while.
Well, it's official. Prince is too big to get on my lap.
Oh yeah, she got big.
Hold on a second.
Dang. Holy heck. What she is beautiful. Look at her.
That's a that's his Prince.
Oh, that's Prince.
Yep, it's Prince.
Fat too. Fat dog.
Young big fat puppies.
Yep.
Oh, he gets uncomfortable after a few minutes, though.
Yeah, like let me down. Okay, you got your love. Now go away.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
my cat. Oh no, no, no. She's nonstop. Bug, 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 bug.
he's about 55, maybe going on 60 pounds.
Well,
Yeah, it's just a great big puppy.
mm, it
Oh,
looks like he's enjoying it.
yeah, he does. For just a little bit.
So how much do you think Ranger weighs now?
Uh, well, he's a good 120, maybe 140. About 140 pounds. He'll be grow. He's got a little bit more grow to go. It's all mostly just fill out now. Yep. Yeah.
So how many did you keep of the pups?
Well, I'm going to keep these two, but I still got
Mm.
three to find homes for. Yeah.
Uh,
So it's a puppy herd. I let them out during the day
yeah.
while I'm out about doing things so they can run. They need to stretch their legs and get some exercise and stuff because they're getting chubby.
Yeah.
So I let them out during the day and so they can run. And I can do a little bit of work and training with them and stuff like that, exposing them to farm life, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, thanks, Mama Don. Big ball of fur, yes he is. Yeah, but they're him and Princess are you can't tell them apart until you turn them upside down. But yeah, he's a big beautiful puppy, and they're so good. They are. They really are. They call when I whistle. They come running. They got the sit and lay down thing and the night night thing. You know, yeah, they do. He's a good boy. And yeah. Oh, thanks, Susan. Yeah, but it's not my fault. Oh man. So Bill, you say you got your old phone working a little bit?
I'm on my broken one, yeah, but I can't get the battery up. I've got it. I got it up to about 40% before the show started.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But I have to do all these maneuvers. I have to put weights on it and stuff you know,
To
try
get it to charge. Yeah.
to get it to the right angle so that it'll charge. And I have to keep going back and looking at it and seeing if it's charging or not.
Oh wow. Hey Jen Nature in the chat. How you doing?
And it's getting looser and looser by the day.
Jen. Is it? Yeah. That's what I was saying, maybe take that iPhone up and see if to take that instead.
I damn sure don't want that iPhone.
I told you you were gonna like it.
Yeah. It won't even read the card if you put it in there. It won't. It just you can't transfer from a Android to an iPhone. You just
80.
lose all your stuff and have to start all over again.
Yeah. Well, you have to transfer all your contacts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Jen says there's 88-mile-an-hour winds there, and the winds are howling.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Crazy.
Jim Nature, she's in here. Cool.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her in a while.
I know Hogger was in here the other night, and I was like, I couldn't stay. It's a good thing I shut down when I did, because by the time I walked out to the garage to shut down the generator, it shut off.
Hey, platoon. Puerto Rico Gringo, who's now going by Puerto Rico Mango.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had a complex about the gringo thing or something, I think.
Yeah, a lot of folks in here. Good to see everybody on a Monday night. Shadow Man, howdy.
I wonder if a lot of them were snowed in.
Right? Everybody snowed in. Yeah.
Well, it's Martin Luther King Day too, so a lot of people had the day off.
Did you see something? Yeah, you were here earlier. I named that day stream Milk is Toast.
Yeah, milk toast.
Yeah, Milk is Toast.
I think we should have all our presidents' birthdays again. I don't think we should just have one day President's Day. We used to have individual birthdays for the presidents. Remember that?
Right. Individuals, Washington, and
Yeah.
was it
Lincoln,
Washington and Jefferson?
Lincoln, Jefferson. Yep. I don't understand that.
Thomas Citizens here. Hey, how you doing, bud?
So they've been trying to cancel culture for a long time. They were trying to cancel our American culture way back then. Well, I think it was under Carter, wasn't it? When they just decided to consolidate all the presidents' birthdays and put it all into one day, call it President's Day.
I don't know. I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention to anything at that time. That was just before I joined the service. I was still a kid. I don't remember when they did that. Columbus Day. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they're trying to cancel Columbus Day now and call it Indigenous American Day or something like that.
What the hell was that? It's
You
like,
heard,
what?
you heard about that, right?
Yeah, I did hear about that. Never
And
made
then,
any sense to me. It's like, what?
oh,
Reference.
they also wanted to cancel. They wanted to cancel Thanksgiving.
Well, I know for a number of years they were trying to cancel Christmas.
Yeah, they're still trying to cancel Christmas and Easter. And there was even a move to try to remove all the Spanish religious names in the state of California and rename all the cities, like San Francisco and Los Angeles. It was offensive to atheists.
And it's offensive to these psychopathic Leeches.
Yeah.
Well, I consider myself part of American Indian culture, and the warrior class names for these sports teams never bothered me one. In fact, I thought it was kind of cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they thought Indians were badasses, so they wanted to be badass. You know,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Well, I'm glad we didn't get no more, but that storm only hit 4 inches here. But I found out up closer to St. Louis, they all got a foot up there. They got a foot of snow more.
Oh, off the coast of South Carolina, uh, they say that they're starting to see steam coming out of the ocean.
Well, it's because it's warmer than the cold air above it.
No, no, no. A very isolated steam, like there's an underwater volcano trying to emerge.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's called 4th of July. Kick all their asses.
And all I could really see in the footage was waves cresting over some object that was out there. And it's about, oh, I don't know, a couple of 100 miles off the coast of South Carolina.
Where are you at, Jen? I forgot.
What?
Would you say
I
there
was
was a
asking the nature
monster?
where she's from. There.
Yeah, so the Tonga one was so powerful that it sent shockwaves thousands of miles away from that volcano when it erupted. The shockwave of the explosion, thousands of miles.
Wow.
All
Yeah.
right, that's right. Newfoundland, Canada. Yeah, Jen. They're afraid of. Oh, but that wasn't the shockwave thing. That was that one in Asia or Indonesia, right?
The shockwave one I'm talking about is Tonga.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Tonga.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people felt it. I mean, they felt the shockwave thousands of miles in all directions. But you could actually see the shockwave from satellite image. You could see the shockwave just sweeping across the entire Pacific. It was so massive. The explosion was bigger than an atomic bomb, and they said that's just a normal volcano. I'd hate to see what a super volcano would be like.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Satellite image was amazing, Deb said.
And they got several images.
Do you have a
They
link
got,
for that, Deb? Can you post that up?
it's a bomba, bomba, una bomba grande.
Oh, that would be cool. Thanks. Now, Jen, you were saying something about a title. We're worried about a tsunami in Newfoundland, or were you talking about the stuff in the
Tonga.
yeah, Tonga?
And they're like, they have no fresh water in Tonga because of this.
Right.
Uh, it really devastated a lot of people, and they are part of the United States. And I wonder if Biden is even cognizant of anything.
No, no. He came out, like I said yesterday, threatening the press. He says You got to stop. You got to stop talking about things that are against our agenda.
Yeah, Jen was talking about Tonga.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. The conscious universe. Link. Who's that?
But you watch, there's going to be some other people that'll come to the aid of Tonga, and it won't be us. And it's really heart wrenching to see this. And they should be sending ships or something over there. Maybe they are. Well, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be of Biden's doing at all, because I don't think he's even. I think he's probably asleep right now.
Yeah, he's toast. He's done. I don't think anybody's going to listen to him anymore.
No, he's a goner.
It's just crazy bullshit. He needs to be gone.
And then all he's got is insane people all around him. You know that his cabinet and everything. They're just as loony as he is.
They're friggin' psychotics.
Yeah.
You know, they're friggin' psychotics. They all belong in a mental institution. Or the criminally insane. For a president to come out and try to suppress the media on public television, dude, it's a violation of the First Amendment. There are 5 parts of the First Amendment. You know that? There are 5 direct statements in the First Amendment: right to free speech, right to free press, the right for the people to redress government for grievances, the right to assemble, and the 5th one, the right for religion. Now, these aren't rights. They're not issuing rights to the people for those things. They're issuing forbiddance of
They're
government
denying the rights.
to deny them or to mandate them.
Right. They're denying the rights, and they didn't give us those rights.
No, they restricted government from messing with them. That's what those do.
Yeah.
That's what the amendments are about. They're to stop government from infringing on those God-given rights. And for him to come out and violate the First Amendment in a speech addressing the nation is high treason.
And the other thing is, for those of us that think that our vote was suppressed, we're absolutely shut down from being able to even talk about it.
Right. We're being criminalized for even believing in the Constitution.
That,
They are charging the Oath Keepers, Rhodes and all them, and the leadership in the with sedition. Now, the Oath Keepers, for God's sake, this is an organization dedicated to supporting and defending the Constitution. I don't know of a more lawful group in anywhere on the map. The law is everything. The Constitution is their purpose. The Oath Keepers, and they're trying to charge them with sedition. What the fuck? Excuse my language.
yeah.
That's just it's maddening. The criminalizing being a constitutional patriot. Somebody who wants to keep the rule of law. They're making it so that you're a criminal if you're a flag waving, Bible bumping. These crazy bastards. What's up? What's happening?
Hey, I just changed my name for the heck of it. I was having a little bit of fun. So,
Okay.
yeah, I was listening to you guys the entire time. So, it's like, yeah, they're criminalizing the First Amendment. And
You're criminalizing everybody who believes anything in the Constitution.
well, just like I had that discussion with Wendy, if you go based on the UCMJ, he has committed high treason against not only the United States, but the planet.
Yeah,
Period.
exactly. Human rights.
Yeah. He put his own profitable self and, if not profitable, his own interests ahead of the planet. That's a no-no. That's a death by hanging. Period.
Yeah.
No jail, death.
No trial either.
No.
Trial.
It's not. It's the same with Saddam Hussein. Same deal. Same deal with everybody. You commit high treason against people. Period. You should be punished accordingly. Chinese. I'm on the bandwagon. Yeah, they made it. Okay, but I don't think they meant to let it out. I mean, I honestly think this was a whoops. However, it still goes back to the fact they were making it. Fauci was funding it. And DARPA said, hell no, we will not do that because it violates every global international biochemical warfare law. And he did it anyway. Guess what? That's called high treason.
It's called crime against humanity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's on Hitler's level. He's made it to the Hitler level with that charge. Because that is literally, he took the lives of people on the planet above anything else to be a toy. And do what he wants.
And yeah, we're not gonna be silent about it.
He's Mengele. That's the best way to describe it. Experiment.
No, that's Fauci. Fauci is Mengele.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Fauci is Mengele. He has experimented. I mean, and if you get into biochemistry, to put the 4 proteins that activate this thing cannot happen naturally. They have to be placed in place to make it on. And here's the big question, like I told Wendy, why make it? What's the point? What are you doing? There's got to be something else coming down the road. You just got caught. That's all. It slipped. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. I have a feeling it slipped. I don't think they were plotting to do this. But I will say one thing. If the Chinese are giving their people something different than what the rest of the planet's getting, there's something wrong. They got their own. They got their own shit. They won't give. If you're from the United States, you can't have it. You can't have it unless you're Chinese. Period. So unless you're Chinese living in China, you can't have their cure-all, whatever they think it is.
Yeah, Seabird, I'm familiar. I saw that the prime law. There's 3 prime laws. Yep.
These guys are fucking around with nature. You don't do that. Period. So, I mean, it's just as bad as releasing sarin gas on the population. That's what he did. And
well, dream well, Jen. Dream well, Jim Nature. You have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
But you know what? What I don't get is nobody's doing anything about it. I guess the best way to phrase it is if you want to sit back and watch and do nothing, I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry when you're crying about the gas prices. If you voted for that idiot or support that shit, I don't feel sorry for you when the food prices are. I don't feel sorry when you take 90% of your check because you make over $190,000. Who cares? You voted for it. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
I think it's time for a change. That's why I created the Conscious Universe name, because I want to get on a level of, well, people need to get off their fucking high horse and look at the bigger picture. What these few idiots amongst the many, you know what I mean? They're taking the needs of the few for the, above the many. That's what they're doing. And that's not acceptable. It's not acceptable.
Hey, Mako, welcome in. Yeah, this is just, wow.
Yeah.
It's just bizarre land. It's upside down world kind of shit.
Bizarro world.
Yeah. I just believe it's just that everybody's just going to say enough's enough. You know what I mean? Trudeau and his little Nazi regime up there, and he can go fuck himself. I got friends up there. They said they're basically in a concentration camp. You know what I mean? So, yeah, no.
Where they're locked in their homes, kind of shit.
Come to take my kids? Oh, yeah. I don't care. You're not taking my kids. That kind of deal. My daughter's older, but I mean, the whole point is, you come and take my kids, you better be wearing bulletproof armor because I'm not aiming for your chest.
Right.
Headshot.
I think after the first 10 that are out my front lawn trying to get my kids should give you a warning. You ain't
No,
touching-
due to the price of the cost of ammo, a warning shot will not be fired.
Yeah. It's too expensive. I don't want to
No
waste them.
warning shot. No warning shot. Just a pink mist.
Exactly, Mama Don.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it's going to take, there's going to be a flashpoint. That's all I can say. There's going to be a flashpoint.
Hey,
Well,
what's up, Butch?
I think we're past that.
No, it's not yet.
Not yet.
We've only tasted it. This is the beginning. I've seen this shit before.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
is Liz. So
I
is Liz.
know. And everybody keeps saying, just hold back, just wait it out.
No,
You
we're
know.
not waiting.
No, it's not anymore.
Not anymore. I mean, Ireland's up. Ireland just said, screw it. We're done. We're not
This
doing it no more.
this is a cyber warfare going on.
Yeah.
Nothing physical to happen. That ain't gonna fly for too much longer.
Russia's just looking for a reason to go in there. And there's only one way they can go in there is if a political party or a member or an affiliate, a general, a soldier, or whatever, causes some kind of public turmoil, then they can go in. And
then
it
we
has to be
got-
from outside the country. It can't be from the Ukraine.
We've got the head of a newspaper here in the town where I live saying that they're calling in that they need to call in the National Guard because of the COVID emergency and all this kind of crap. This just was published. Two different people told me about it, and I'm gonna speak very Don T-ish. It ain't happening until they actually make it law. They
Yeah,
have
well-
to make it law.
Well, have you seen the fence around the White House? I don't know if you've seen the wall around the fence. It's not a fence anymore; it's a wall. Have you seen
I'm
it?
talking in my city. They're calling it. They claim they're calling in the National Guard, and all it is some douchebag that's the head of a newspaper saying this crap.
Yeah,
So
I was. I pointed that out to you earlier today. I forgot about that. Yeah.
well, Don T pointed it out too, and I'm like, I'm glad we can get on the screen together and talk about this. What's your opinion of it? And he's like, he's just like in agreement with me. It's one of those things you hear it, and you just know if it does go, it won't go down on my state. There's just no way. National Guard ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, they were blasting the governor because he's a Republican governor of not doing enough to make everybody take vaccines and stuff.
Yeah, Governor Cox.
Yeah.
He got in there by default because he was the lieutenant governor of the last governor we had that retired.
When he forcibly retired?
No, he retired.
He just said, "Fuck it, I ain't doing this no more."
No. I mean, I don't know. He just said he wasn't going to run again. He was getting kind of old.
Oh, wow.
Governor Gary Herbert.
Hey, Wiz, show them that. You guys seeing the pictures of this? That's being built outside the White House.
Really small.
Yeah. I'm trying.
Large.
Let me find a bigger, closer. I mean, here's some close-ups of these things. That's
Yeah.
outside the White House. They're putting fortification walls outside the White House.
Concrete wall. Yeah, I read about that.
With shooter points. Make sure we make that very clear. Why are they doing this? You know what I mean? It's supposed to be the people's house, and not a fortification of Fort Knox house. That's not the way it's
Right.
supposed to be.
And now they're fortifying it with
Yeah.
concrete wall.
Well,
Yeah.
like I said, Flashpoint is on their mind. They know it's coming.
They know it's coming because they plan on making it worse.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's only happened one time. I forgot what period of history it was. The one time that they stormed the White House. I forgot what it was, which president it was that they did that.
Now we're not the people, apparently, in their eyes. We're not we the people.
No,
No.
we're insurrectionists. We're
No.
seditionists. We want to
It's like-
overthrow the government. Yeah.
Yeah, when Biden's sitting there going, the whole, the group, the majority, he's not talking about the people. I wish people get that through their heads. He's talking about the interests of the Democratic Party is the majority. Not
Yeah, if you disagree with us, we will destroy you and shut you down. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you can't get any clearer when the man's basically threatening your freedoms. I mean, I don't know why anybody hasn't done anything. I mean, seriously, that's a point blank in your face. Fuck you, and I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And I can do this. And any soldier that may or may not be watching what I'm saying, if you follow that order, that's an unlawful order. Any order that man generates is unlawful at this point in time because you are not authorized to take action against the people. Foreign or domestic, you cannot take military action against your own population.
In fact, any of your higher ups, when you're being given an unlawful order, any of your higher ups, you are required to turn their ass in.
No, my unit, I put a bullet in your head. You file that kind of order. Guess what? I'll deal with the consequences later. That order is belated. You want to follow it? Not happening. Anybody want to challenge me? Go ahead, because I'm going to go out dying. Because I'm not going to do it. Take my gun. You're going to take it from my dead hands.
Hey, you want to know something crazy? They tried to pull some of that shit on us. I ended up running over one of their minions with my car. I was not shitting. Well, that was back when I was in the service.
Yeah, I
actually did 60 days. I did 60 days in the stockade for that.
No, I took in what is it, a 1-star. He of course got let go, but he gave an unlawful order and I arrested him on the spot. I was an MP. You can't do that. I'm a combat MP. You can't do that. And he told me to have me arrested. And I looked at them and they all knew this is an unlawful order. Nope, that's not going that way.
Do you remember the CID?
Oh yeah, Central Intelligence Division of the military. Yes.
Yeah. I watched one of them guys get his ass beat into the freaking ground. He said he was CID and somebody had called him and I was listening to this big arguing going back and forth. They bum rushed his ass and beat him into the freaking ground.
Yeah, you know, sorry. Unlawful order cannot stand.
Nope.
It violates the liberties of anybody, even the bad guys. You can't do it. You can't violate their liberties, whether it's American or not. Human liberties are God-given liberties, right to life.
That's right. That's right.
Exactly, bootlicker.
You have those liberties whether they say you do or don't. It doesn't matter.
Well, just like when Wiz was going through the five sections of the First Amendment, the last two are rights. The right to, the right for press, you know what I mean? And, the right to be able to challenge your government. That's your right. That's not an option. That's not a liberty. That's
not insurrection. That's not sedition.
No,
you have a right to assemble, and you have the right to redress government for grievances.
Right, correct. And a right to petition.
And a right to petition. And no government shall overtake its own people. You know what I mean? Because that's not what it's supposed to do.
Right.
No. It's supposed to be we the people coming at the government, not the government coming at us.
You got Pelosi using our taxpayers' dollars to finance these little groups of hers. I didn't authorize that.
I just watched Judge Roy Bean the other night, and it made me realize, what?
I'll be back.
Okay.
Keep saying what you're talking about.
I watched Judge Roy Bean the other night, and it just reminded me of what Texas used to be like. I mean, the guy, he was a hanging judge.
Right.
And if he had to, and he did a few times, he got the rope himself and would hang him. I mean, if he couldn't get somebody else to hang him, he'd get the rope himself. And one time a lawyer came up and started, at least in the movie anyway, this little mealy mouth lawyer comes up to him and and says you can't do that under such and such statutes of such and such. Well, Judge Roy Bean hadn't even looked at his law book. He's like, no, I'm going to hang him, and then I'm going to hang you too. Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, it was back when we were actually under the du jour law. And not just Judge Roy Bean, that Judge Parker, I can't remember the other hanging judge. Same way. I mean, he'd hang them left and right. Criminals knew if they got in that area, you know, there definitely was a definitive consequence. They didn't like to throw you in jail. And he says, you can't do that. You're outside the law. And he says, I am the law. I'm a judge. So we've got a bunch of mealy-mouthed judges right now in our Supreme Court. And a lot of them, they're really on the wrong side of the law.
They got all backwards too, because they're not there to give opinions. They're there to test the legislation against the Constitution. That's what they're supposed to do. They're not supposed to be giving like public opinion and all this other bullshit.
Right. They're supposed to look at what is constitutional and what is not. And they come out and they make all kinds of decisions that are extra constitutional, and it happens all the time.
Because it's better for the people. Bullshit. Yeah. It don't fit the Constitution. It ain't better for the people. Number one. And God is no respecter of a person.
Well,
it's applied to everyone. It's supposed to be blind.
Other countries around the world are starting to get it now, and they are protesting against their governments, whether their government agrees with them protesting or not. They're doing it anyway.
Yeah. So
maybe it's time we Americans need to grow a pair and freaking do the same.
Well, but yeah, well, they used to say arrogant Americans over in Europe and stuff like that. They don't say that anymore.
No. And it's going to come to a point that they're going to wish they never gave up their guns.
Mm-hmm. They already do.
Oh, I know. I hear it all the time.
Yeah. Hugger was saying something about it.
Well, Canada, I know they're regretting it. You know, like three bullet capacities and stuff like that.
Exactly, Susan. Exactly. Get out of the country if you don't like the Constitution. You don't want to go by it. Get out.
Yeah.
These vaccine mandates and it goes all the way down to the fucking insurance mandates. Fuck you. I don't want insurance. I don't want to pay your extortion. Yeah, the only ones Mama Don says the only people up in Canada that like Trudeau are the media.
I don't ever hear anybody say anything good about him that's from Canada. But they're gonna have to take care of their issues internally. I'm not going to even make any suggestions of what Canadians should do because they get all butthurt. It's pride. It's pride. Canadians got a lot of pride.
Well, right.
Oh, who's just like his father? You talking about Mr. Castro?
Say to them, you're fired. Yeah. Uh, man, I didn't even look at the weather. I've been so running around, going crazy.
Well, I see she made it back from lost wages.
Lost wages. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mrs. Miss,
Gummies.
Mrs.
Gum-
Sausage Gravy Biscuit was in. Had to make a trip to lost wages.
Yeah, she said she went to lost wages and it stopped and got some gummies and some chocolate and came home and Don ate them and passed out. He's all trashed out.
Well, good for Dawn.
He's feeling pretty good right about now, I guess.
He-
It's supposed to get up to 53 degrees tomorrow. Yay.
So, who was it? Somebody said, I think it was in a Tucker interview or something. Or no, not Tucker. That other guy mentioned. He said, uh, he talked about Joe Biden has got little sugar plums dancing around in his head.
Brett Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I about died laughing when I heard that. I was like, exactly. You got it figured out. Maybe he's doing some good gummies.
Maybe he's doing some good gummies. Oh, yeah.
Miriam, I'm wondering, did you look at that van yet, or are you gonna? I'll find some more. I'll send some more.
But, I mean, they're up here in the States, though, right?
Yeah, she's probably gonna need something like closer down south down there where she can access it quickly. And
If I remember correctly, she says she's on the Yucatan Peninsula.
yeah, I know. So I don't know what part of whether she could make it to Texas or Arizona or whatever. Probably Texas is the shortest point.
Oh, Dallas says Miriam's looking at sailboats and boating licenses.
Oh, dang it.
Right? She's going to be a scallywag.
Now, that is something I'm looking at too. I'm looking at boats. I've been looking at boats for years, though, trying to find a liveaboard that I could get into cheap and fix it up.
Right.
And then go off grid completely.
Well, if I didn't have this land and all that, you know what I'm saying? What I have established here, I'd probably look at one of those floating houseboats, those shanties.
Yeah.
I'd be looking at building one.
Very, very possible. A lot of people did build their own.
Yep.
And there were times in the history of our country that they were pretty mainstream. A lot of people were living on the rivers on those.
Right.
And they didn't miss a beat. They were going to their work every day, didn't pay any rent or nothing. Just live on your little shanty boat.
That's right, Susan. Our rights come from the Creator, from God. We're born with them.
I don't mind if we get some tsunamis because I'm far enough inland. No, I don't want to see them. I don't even want to see them happening in Tonga. You know, I love Tongan people. Yeah, I don't want to see them happen to anybody.
Hey, Bruce. How you doing?
That's the problem is a lot of us, if it's not happening to us, a lot of people have a tendency to just kind of not really pay attention to the calamities people are going through, you know. There's not a lot we can do to when somebody's on the other side of the world and going through a calamity, but
Right.
pray for them at least.
Hey, Deb says her father was born on the Wabash River in southern Indiana.
Dang it, man. That is way cool. I'd go for the boat, Miriam. I would definitely go for the boat.
There's my Huckberry. How you doing? Welcome in. Oh, man.
I wouldn't mind sailing to Tahiti or somewhere.
They lived on a houseboat, she said.
The what?
She said they lived on a houseboat.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm looking at live aboard sailboats. That's what I'm looking at. But the houseboats, I did check them out. They get pretty expensive if you buy them already built.
I'm a fan of the catamarans if I have to go on a boat.
Well, they don't capsize very easy, but if they do, you can't get them back up again.
Right. There's no way to ride them up if they do capsize.
So there's a lot of people that do transoceanic kind of stuff. If you're in a V-hull type of sailboat, a lot of times they could roll and then right themselves back up again. And you still got a boat. You might lose your mast, your main mast, but you can.
But catamaran, it doesn't flip.
They're less likely to. They can. I've seen them.
Yeah, but it's like one hell of a situation.
But I've never seen the big ocean going catamarans flip ever. But I've seen small ones. Yeah, like Hobie crafts and stuff.
Right. My thinking was it was just be badass to have a catamaran, and then you have the ski-doos or the jet skis to be motors on the outrigging. You know what I'm saying?
I like the idea. Like you're talking Waterworld shit there.
Yeah.
Kevin Costner. Yeah.
You just detach the outer rigging, and it becomes its own boat. Takes you to shore.
And then he had that thing that when he needed an extra boost, he just pulled this ripcord and a parachute would deploy and give him an extra boost of wind,
Oh, right. That's crazy.
That was way cool. They have something now. It's not an actual sail. They're called wind sails, and they're turbines that turn a prop. So they run on the wind.
Oh, wow.
They're wind-powered turbines that turn the prop.
Cool.
Greetings, citizens.
So what's up?
It's just fantastic to be here in the Wizard of Oz game.
This is the great American experience, dude.
Yes, I am so thankful that I'm still allowed to contribute here. If my favorite bartender cuts me off, so be it. I'll be back later. I try to behave, man. You keep me in line. Hey, Sergeant. Hey, you keep me in line, Sergeant. That's good.
Well, just keep it the peace.
I'm going through a lot of shit right now, man. Everybody's dying. First, it was sick Pat, then another friend of mine, and my stepdad, and they all died in the middle of the fucking night going to the bathroom. Man, I'm like so scared right now. Like when I wake up in the middle of the night and I gotta take a pee, I'm like, get out of the bed slowly. Make sure your heart's fucking working. Make sure you're stable. Your fucking legs are working. I was like,
I told you my stepson died New Year's Eve, right?
Say again slowly.
My stepson, my ex-wife's kid. He died on New Year's Eve. Found him in the bathroom.
See, that's what I'm saying. And Miriam was very smart. She said when people aren't feeling well, that's a normal thing is to go to the bathroom because there you can wash something off or relieve your bowels. But they found my stepdad laying on the floor naked. Apparently, he liked to sleep in the nude, and he just got up, went to the bathroom, and then just was on the floor, and that was it. And he just had a stroke, and he had quit smoking cigarettes for 20 fucking years.
Yeah,
And he was 87, but he was still doing those nicotine pouches. Apparently,
yeah. I think my stepson was 28.
can I
Can't
ask
save him all.
what happened? Was it natural? You say?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't natural. It was. They're trying to blame it on.
Maybe I don't want to know.
Yeah, well, yeah, probably not.
Well,
They're trying to
man,
say it
my
was withdrawals and stuff
condolences.
like that because he was.
My serious
Right.
condolences, sir.
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I,
my ex is all tore up about it and all that. And,
I can
yeah,
only tell you that I hope he believes. Believe. Just believe, man. Just
I don't
believe.
know. I don't know. We didn't get that far. You know, he never let me in that way. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe so, Miriam. He had other problems. He was a recovering addict, stuff like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Whoever hurts one of yours, man.
Yeah, the tow truck passed away on December 12th, I think it was.
And he was in the bathroom too. That's what I'm
Was
trying
he?
to tell you. Yeah, that's what I was told. In
Dangerous
chat.
Freedom passed away. Ron from Dangerous Freedom.
Who?
Ron from Dangerous Freedom. He'd been on the show a few times.
Juan. One.
Ron,
Oh,
Ron,
Ron.
from Dangerous Freedom, the other show. He
All
he put
right.
on a show like we do. He kind of copied what we do. Started up a show over there called Dangerous Freedom.
Now I remember. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, man. Sorry.
That's all right. It's all good.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I
I think
think I
that deserves
remember.
a fire in the bowl. To all those.
Did y'all got some catching up to do?
Yeah. So can't save them all, man. You can't save them all. But he never let me coach him. He never let me. He hated my guts.
And you've
He said
had
I was
more.
the reason. That's the reason. I'm the reason he got busted. And the reason he went to rehab. Because I was trying to make him straighten up, get right. He hated me for it.
And
If
he,
he'd
he
have
was.
gotten through it and gotten over it, he probably wouldn't have hated me after that. But he never got that far. Yeah, tow truck passed away, Susan.
Just believe.
Yeah. The Brits are coming. Run, Ragged Coin. What are you doing?
Wizard was man. Wizard. My condolences, sir. Such
I
sad.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just sad.
Angels. Just believe, man. Just believe.
I do. I
Believe
do.
in the Lord. We all have a reason and a purpose. We might not see it now, but one day people ask me, "Are you okay, Joe?"
Hurry back, Miriam.
One day I'll be okay. One day. One of these days, man.
Yeah, dude. Got the generator. It wasn't the one that we were looking at. They they
Tell me about
lied.
it. They
They
lied.
lied.
Bastards, cocksucking bastards. They lied.
They
Well, that's
lied.
nothing fucking new. So what did we get?
Well, the model that replaced that one, the 4370, and it was $100 more than the one that we were looking at.
Motherfucking motherfuckers in motherfucking land. Motherfucking.
Well, hold on a second. I'm getting ready to tell you all the rest of it. So I get a hold of the manager, and I'm face to face with the manager, and he's an older man, like me. And we're sitting there talking, and I'm telling him what all the circumstance and situation was, and that we had talked to somebody, and they said they had two of them in the store. That's why I'm here. And he goes, "Oh no, we ain't seen those for a month or more." And I was like, "Well, what the?" And I says, "This one's $100 more." Oh my god! So turn around, and we got to talking. He says, "I tell you what, I get you to sign up as a club member in the Harbor Freight, and we can knock a bunch of money off of it." And I was like, "Well, I'll figure out." So I was getting ready to call a couple people. Friends of mine locally might help, and and then I turn around. You throw in a wheel kit, and we might be able to make this happen. He goes, "Well, I can't give it to you, but I can give it to you for $5." So I got the new model with the wheel kit. After taxes, it was $50 more than we had collected up. And I remembered at that moment when we got the final price, I still had some of that money from the Twitch payment,
Okay.
and I used that to fill the gap. It was $50.60 more than we had collected. I managed to pull that out of the Twitch money. So, just full disclosure here,
All right.
I got
It's
the
done.
generator.
It's fucking done. I'm not going to bitch about it. It's done. You have the generator. You got power. The fucking water is flowing. I'm going to stop bitching.
Right. And I'll be testing that out tomorrow. I didn't worry about that tonight. I just got the wheel kit on it, filled it up with oil, filled it up with fuel, got her started, got her running, and came inside. Just call it check. I'll work on seeing about the water thing tomorrow.
Oh,
But
God.
yeah.
Fucking.
So, but yeah, it's a yeah. Thank God we got it. We got her. We got it. We got it done. We got it all put together. So yeah,
Good job, sir. Good
man.
job.
I tell you what. Thank you.
I didn't do shit. You did all the work.
Well, you and AZ kicked ass on this one. I really appreciate you guys, man.
Much love, AZ. Yep.
Yes. God bless you guys. Thank you so much.
Good to
And
see you, Don. Don Trump, sir. Salute.
Always a pleasure, Mr. Wayne. Always a pleasure. How are you this evening?
Hanging in there.
oh, hey, I wanted to bring another thing, nice little, since we're talking about contributions and stuff. Nightingale, I had donated the money to get help Wild Bill get his phone squared away too. So he's getting
Yep.
his phone probably in the next couple days here. He's going to get his phone squared away.
Susan, I had heard about your husband. I'm so very sorry. I don't know what else to tell you.
What? What
couldn't
happened?
really understand what the situation was there, but again, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not easy.
What did Susan post? I don't see anything.
Her husband took the jab, and he's leaving her,
Oh,
or they're separating, or something
Because
like
she
that.
won't take it or something. Yeah.
I don't know about that part. That's the part I don't really know about. But that's some fucked up shit.
there
I don't
are
know.
people that are. I'm telling you, Don. What does the good book say? You know, the Bible, the ancient scriptures. In the last days, a man's enemies shall be the members of his own family. Am I right? That's what it
That's true.
says. Yeah,
Absolutely true. Yep.
yeah. So these
It's getting
things,
time.
yeah.
Stinky, smelly Brits. Why do we hate the British tonight? Are they? Did they piss us off? Much love, Susan. I'm really sorry to hear that.
I
That's
mean,
some
that
fucked
doesn't
up
mean
shit.
every member of your family, maybe just one or two members of your family become
Not
enemies.
brother against brother
You
kind
know,
of thing. Yeah.
I think about these things, man. I'm kind of a
Many
philosopher of
people
sorts.
here can see when you
I'm,
say something. I
I'm telling you,
promise.
I've lost like 5 friends, died in the fucking bathroom in the middle of the night in the
I
past
was
2 years.
listening to you. I was listening to you recount that. That's
What
not the
is
most
going
fun you
on?
can have.
Is it the vaccines or taking a swab up the nose? I mean, there's people saying that the fucking COVID was on those swabs that were made in China and sent here to infect us. I mean, it's
I don't know about all that.
yeah, I don't either, but it's a question.
Well, it don't mean nothing.
Man, this dude, my next door neighbor tonight, just got out the fucking hospital with perforated guts. He almost fucking died. And the last thing he did was take a fucking test swab. He had to go to work. And a day later, his fucking guts ruptured. Done. I got all the shit. I've got all the research.
Well, the upside is he can sue the fuck out of him.
Well, how do you connect a nasal swab with
By
a
the way,
perforated
Suze.
intestine?
Hmm?
Right?
I don't know.
Very, very carefully. So good to see you, Don, man. You're the most excellent person I could chat with here.
I'm just another slug.
You fucking asshole.
I'm
You're
just
not
another
always,
asshole. Exactly.
you're not
Just
always
another
an
asshole.
yeah, right. But not always. Most of the time, you're a pretty friendly, intelligent man. It's so good to talk to you. So good to see you, man.
Pleasure's mine, sir. Pleasure is mine. He isn't too bright, but I loved him, and I can't be around sheep. I get it. Yes, another gummy, hun. Yummy candy. Yeah, it's gummy night. Lovely wife went to Planet 13. Apparently, Planet 13 is the big joint. She left him. That's what I wanted to hear. Good.
You lost me. You totally fucking. I thought you just built a
Okay.
new house and got a
I
brand
did.
new
I'm sorry. I'm all
bed.
over the place here. Let me regroup. So
Not all of us see all the broadcasts every night, dude. You got to catch us up.
okay.
She went to Planet 13 and got the
You got a
gummy.
dehydrated wife inside a Ziploc bag,
I
and
got a
you got a
dehydrated wife inside a
wife.
Ziploc bag.
Yeah,
Okay. All
you
right.
just
Did I order
reanimate
from
her when you
China?
get to the moon or Mars or whatever, right?
Okay. And did I order her from China? And did she
I hope
come from
not.
the CCP?
She's fresh from Canada.
She is fresh from Canada. She's fresh off the boat in Canada. Yes. Well, not fresh. I mean, she's been here 20 plus
No,
years.
quit
So.
bullshitting
Right.
me. Tell me what's going on. Come on, man.
Well, I want to throw a big shout out to Susan.
That's just a little bit of humor, man. All right.
Yeah, we got it. Yep.
It's all good. Yeah. I want to throw a shout out to Susan for standing your ground and being the adult here. Second, yeah, we moved to we built a house out in the desert, and lovely wife went into Vegas today, and of course,
Wait.
all over the radio in Vegas is Planet 13, this big weed shop. Apparently, it's the
Okay,
shit.
so now I'm following you. Okay.
Right. So it's a big weed shop. And lovely wife got me some chocolates and some gummies, which I told her to get for me because I just got a thing for some gummies.
What do you want? A
Right.
jelly bean or something? Dude?
Jelly bean THC infused gummy bears.
.com.
Are you tracking me there, Bruce?
Dude, I got this shit from the fucking. They have greenhouses here that grow this shit legally.
Yeah.
And this shit is. I got this shit called meatloaf, dude. Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Oh, the fucking.
Because you guys can't have guns right now. I'm sorry, I'm just catching up on chat. I apologize.
Yeah, go for it.
They're giving Ragged a
So
hard
they-
time.
Don, they got this shit right now. This indica that takes away all the pain. You know, that's over severe fucking. I used to play with anchor chains in the Navy. All right.
I'm familiar with anchor chains in the Navy.
Yeah,
yes.
man, my anchors are heavy. So they
Dude,
got
you
this
need
shit
to- if
called.
you got any kind of pie, if you got
They
any
got this
pie,
shit. No, hold on, dude. I'm
Is
talking to you.
it pie time? No, it's
They got this shit called meatloaf.
it can very well. It's pie time since you brought it up. I'll be right back. It's time for pie.
He's gonna eat some pie and meatloaf. Break out the fucking meatloaf, dude.
meatloaf.
Oh yeah, and this weed.
Oh man, my
tastes-
brother. What's up, sir? Go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
It tastes just like you're in a hospital hall room where they used to use ether.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how good it is, man. It's just like smoking rope.
And what is this? Is this some weed? Is this
Yeah,
cannabis?
it's a
Is this
strain.
some
It's
kinda-
a strain called meatloaf. 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 Oh, that shit fucking knock your dick in the dirt. You go to sleep, you might wake up Rumpelstiltskin. I'm telling you,
Dude, I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
I slept for like 3 fucking days almost.
Oh, wow.
60
Dude,
fucking hours.
gummies.
Yeah, I
Word
am
one, wifey.
Rumpelstiltskin.
By the way.
I am fucking Rumpelstiltskin. Wow,
What did you got there, Don?
I'm telling you.
Dude, gummies.
What are they
These
though?
are the
No,
gummies.
dude, all the
These are the
fucking
gummies.
edibles
Hold on,
here.
Bruce. Hold on, Bruce.
Where can I get
It's
some?
strawberry margarita, 10 milligram gummies.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Apparently there's some kind of fast acting THC, and they work because I ate 3 of those earlier, and it was fucking night time, baby.
That's what Mama Don said. She said he ate
Yeah.
some gummies and a piece of chocolate and he was toast.
It's over, exactly. The big old green leather chair over here, and it was fucking turn the lights down. I'm done. It was
Chair
there. You go,
There
misfit.
you go. There you go. Do
Whatever you
the-
think you want to do. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. Love it. Fuck yeah, brother.
You close
Yeah.
to chair lock, couch lock.
Oh, yeah. Got tore up. What do you got there? What's that?
Yeah.
Muscle
No wasabi.
wasabi flavored peas?
Yeah. That's
Done.
shit.
Don, what I want to tell you, man, is for the past 2 fucking
What?
years, you can go to any. Are you listening? You can go to
I'm
any
listening.
dispensary
Got you,
here for any kind of fucking edible, dude. And I go in there and they know me and they like me and I always tip them. And I'm like, who's got the best fucking, and all the edibles have gone, this shit is like eating a fucking cow turd here. You can eat $20 worth of fucking edible chocolates here and you barely feel
Yeah.
anything. It's like nothing's happening. It's like they pulled this, they're not making it anymore. This is going to be the new fucking Montana right now. Recreational got approved January.
Dude, I'm telling you, Montana, as
I'm
nice as it
telling you.
is,
I'm
we're putting
telling
it on the
you.
fucking rail right now in Vegas. I mean, the gummies are the shit, baby.
But no,
Telling
send me some, motherfucker. What the hell you waiting? Where? SausageGravyBiscuits.com.
I'm gonna turn
Nice
this
camera,
into
dude.
I'm gonna turn this into a camcorder for here. So
That's a
I don't
fucking
know.
expensive camcorder, brother.
Well,
No
yeah, I
shit.
know. Yeah, I mean it's got all the beautiful little features, but I'm gonna use that for anything I want to do. So for meetings,
Right, that's a
It's
DSLR.
bloody expensive.
Yeah, it's
dude.
a DSLR,
That's a
same-
DSLR. That's still
That's about a
still
$700
expensive as
camera.
shit.
Mhm. My
That's
dad
about,
left. But watch, my dad left that to me. But he also hold on. Let me go get the other part.
those things are badass. You make movies with those things from a distance. I'm talking
Oh yeah,
hundreds of meters. Oh yeah,
Holy
and
shit.
like you're right next to
hundreds
it.
of yards. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Holy
That's
shit! And he's got the zoom lens on it.
Yeah, I got
Dude,
the
look
What?
at
wait,
you.
regular
that's
and
doctor.
zoom.
You're gonna need you're absolutely gonna have to have a tripod if you're gonna use that lens
that's
and
the
that camera.
fucking genetic doctor, isn't it? Irish
That's a
Misfit.
camera. That's a zoom. That's a spy
Yeah.
camera right there, man. That's what that shit is.
Yeah. And
Irish
blue.
Misfit. I'm talking to you. Aren't you a
Yeah.
doctor?
In
No, his
computer
wife is.
science. My wife's a physician. I've got a doctor
You
that
look,
wants some
dude.
computer science.
You look just like the genetic doctor. Oh,
What?
yeah.
Anyway, we let
Yeah.
it. What's the zoom on that big lens?
Well, it's I don't know. Let me see here.
Was that a 1024?
No, this is 75 300, whatever the hell that is.
75 to 300.
Yeah, millimeter.
That's a 300. Yeah,
That's a 300 millimeter. Yeah.
that's not a joke.
Oh, I know. My dad was. If you ever go into Chicago when it was called the Sears Tower, in the basement they had a small video, which is a bunch of still pictures of the Sears Tower being built. And it has my dad's name in the bottom corner because he was the photographer that was commissioned for it. So it was kind of fun. That was his hobby. So
Oh wow.
he loved cameras, and my mom said she found this in the basement, and Dad would have wanted me to have it. So it's like awesome. So it's kind of like cool because I'm about to get a new webcam, but I was like, do I want this one? Do I want that one? And then somebody said, hey, you could actually turn your Rebel to T5.
Hey, sweet man. You know, actually, when I'm really getting upset with is a lot of streamers that are putting these huge fucking microphones and mixer boards and all this shit and lights, and I'm like, all you need is a $35 tiny little webcam plugs into the USB port.
Right.
You don't need all these lights and the shit comes out like beeping
Dude.
and fucking it's
Yeah.
not coming through, and they're trying to
Yep.
mix it, and it's oh man.
Dave,
Yeah.
you're gonna want to buy. You need to find the bag he had all his batteries in.
I have all of that. I mean,
Oh, do you? Oh shit, that's the bomb because those things go through batteries like nobody's business.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Have you seen my stream, Irish Misfit? If you've seen my stream, it's always crystal fucking clear.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't need any
Oh,
fucking
bunch of
microphone sticking in front of me. I could go online right now. I
You
could
know,
stream.
they have the camera strap for those things that actually have the pockets in them to hold the batteries, and it holds like 10 of those batteries.
No, you just need a USB webcam. It's a piece of cake, about $35 fucking dollars.
Yeah, but this is all independent operation, dude. This is all high res. This is fucking long distance. That's a freaking spy camera, dude.
Original user manual.
badass.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Hold on. Let me see it. Let me see it. Who makes it? EOS.
EOS. Yep, it's a
Yeah.
Rebel TS T5.
Who is the EOS? Never heard of them.
it's a Canon. It's a Canon EOS
Oh,
Rebel.
Canon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
EOS
like
1200.
the old 35 millimeter. Yeah,
18
manufacturer.
megapixel. It
Mhm.
can do. It can do four. It can literally do. What was it? 1080p at 60 frames per
I
second.
wish. See,
So
I just cooked. I just cooked up the best photograph I ever took in my life 2 months ago. It was a sunset. Listen, dude, it was
Max
a.
says only the cool kids pee their pants.
You know what I'm not? Do you know what a noctiluminescent cloud is? There's like a pink cloud above a purple cloud. You know what a noctiluminescent cloud is?
Mama Don says she's got one like that too.
oh yeah, it's a nice
Okay.
camera. Yeah, it's one of my. I'm seeing it looks like a nice camera, but I'm gonna get the. I'm gonna get the Elgato conversion so I can convert it, the camera into a single lens instead of a mirror system, which is normally what our little camcorders do. So I can get some clearer content. But I do want to show you my finished product,
Right.
which is something I made. This is what I do for a living, so y'all know. But
There you go.
I took a dongle, right? See, a simple dongle, and I had to write
Right.
software for it, and I've now converted it into. Oops, let me see if we can get this in front of the camera.
Converted it into what?
2 terabyte hard drive.
Oh yeah.
I got some stickers for it so I can mark them. 2
A
terabyte.
2 terabyte hard drive that size.
Yep, there it is.
Wow.
So here, well, I'll show you. So a lot of people say, "Yeah, oh, really? Yeah, so really plug it in."
The fuck?
It's an external hard drive that I
The
made.
fuck is that? In a
It's a
tiny
teeny
chip?
tiny 2 terabyte memory stick.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do here? Yeah.
Two-
Here, hold on. If you want to see my screen, I'll keep the thing up there. Hold on.
Wait, but if you throw that in your pocket with a couple of quarters, it'll zap itself out, right?
Yeah. See, take a look, everybody, on my
If
screen.
the cover's not on it.
Actually, hold on. Let me
No, I'm just saying if you threw that in your pocket, a couple of quarters could zap it out or something.
No.
Yeah, here, so here. You share this one so you guys can see it. So this is straight from AVG, and if you, whoa, hold on, let me do this. I went into like the bliss. No, hold on. Let me unshare, and I'm gonna try it again. Share.
Okay.
Let's try this screen. Go. See what happens.
No, if you were walking across a carpet floor in a dry environment and you reached out to touch a doorknob and it could zap that fucker.
Yeah, here. You know what? Screw it with the old-fashioned way.
No, it wouldn't zap it because that's a misnomer with that because those won't get zapped that way for a fact because they're not grounded.
Look, so you can see. You see what it is?
Yeah.
It's a 2 terabyte SSD hard drive.
Yeah, I saw it before.
Yeah, that's so it's a real physical thing. That's what I do. I'm an engineer, so I mean for
That's
real.
fantastic.
Well, how did you do that,
Paper, hang on a wall, all that bullshit from Stanford.
Mr. Engineer?
Yes.
Mr. Engineer, how did you do that?
How
How did you turn a little a basic dongle into a 2 terabyte fucking drive? And will you do that for me, please?
Yes, I can do that for you. And what it is that on a dongle, they use general dongles for flash memory. So, like, they want to put the program for your keyboard on here, they'll use a flash memory drive. What I did is I took off the circuit for the memory drive, and then I replaced it with an actual storage memory drive. So I put an SSD, a solid state chip, instead of an electrical, basically a capture and release, which is so data in a flash drive. Flash drives are one way. So in other words, data only goes one way at one time, and then when you want to pull it, it goes one way. But you can't do traffic in and out like a regular hard drive or an SSD
Right.
hard drive will do.
Right.
What I did is that I wrote the bridge code so that the data exchange, after I replaced the chip with a larger chip than what it had, they only have like a 16 meg, 32 gig, and so on and so forth. Well, they stop
Now I understand.
so they stop at a certain level. So I take from an SSD something like this. Here, hold on.
He used one of those micro cards.
Yeah, so I take, instead of one of these, what I do is I remove the chip off of here. This is Samsung. It's the Samsung Pro, and what I did, that's why this one's a Pro. And what I do is I take the hard drive off, and this is 32. This is 32 gigs.
You take the memory chip out.
Yeah, this costs $9. So I take this 32 gig little thing, I take the chip out, and then I put it in here. And then what I do in here is that I rewrite the code because I have a program that I developed a long time ago that is compression. And it's very compressed. It's quantum compression. It's an algorithm. My brother-in-law used to argue with me that it's not feasible. Well, suck it. You know what I mean? It does work. You have to think outside the box when you make shit like that. Yeah. So you can literally put your entire computer on this and then go ahead, take the hard drives out of your computer. See, like that thing right up there? That's got four micro hard drives in here. Each one of these are 10 terabyte each. Because of
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
10, 10, 10, 10. So that's 40. And inside I've got two 10 terabytes that I've converted into 50 terabytes. So those are on the inside. So I've got over 100 terabytes of data trapping right there. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do for a living. So this is my new invention. This you can literally put Windows operating. I got Windows 11 on this one, and you can literally run the computer and store everything here and take it. So if somebody comes and takes that, that's dead. There's nothing in there. That has no data. That has it. That's everything. So that's what I'm doing. So, but here's what's cool about this. Now, if you just want to use this as a hard drive, you can take this, put it in the PC, put 2 terabytes of data on this, so technically it would be full. However, with my program, which does the compression, you can then take this and then, hold on. And then take 2 terabytes of data from the PC. And if you went to go plug into this, it wouldn't work. It'd be like, oh my God, total different operating system. Wrong. My program will allow you now to go ahead and plug this in here, and there will be a folder for the PC that's 2 terabytes. But you can also do another folder for 2 terabytes, stacking for the Mac OS. And you can do that not only for the Mac OS, but now you can go into Linux, you can go into Python, you can go into any other language. That's what I have.
Linux. Yes, Linux. Yes, Linux.
So that's what this is. That's what this is all about. This is the future of data storage.
Man knows. You know about Linux, man.
Oh,
Linux.
10 terabytes and a micro stick.
I'm trying to tell them for
so
3 fucking years. I've been trying to tell people how to use Linux, man.
So with this, the language that I use is a different kind of code. It's my own operating system, and it works very productively, and it's been working productively since 2001.
What do you think about Mint? Are you probably Red Hat or Mint's for us old Windows dudes that are so stupid we can barely run Linux. Mm-hmm. Come on. Yeah.
Well, it's like I said, I even know Fortran, for Christ's sake.
Well, what do you think about
my God.
Mint?
Fortran. It's 400, baby.
Come on, man. What do you think about Linux?
I'm from the old days.
That's some really cool shit. That is some really cool shit. It is.
Yeah,
That's some next gen fucking shit, and I really would like some. That's good stuff.
That's why I like to show people. It's like, listen, this is what I do for a living. I create environments that don't
blow my fucking mind.
Hey, you want to,
Susan? Have a good night. Let me. I just want to say.
You can send me in 1 or 2 so I can test market. I can put it on different platforms.
I'm just waiting for. I have two bids right now because I have two companies that want to work with me. One of them I'm already working with. However, hold on, because my technology is so advanced. So I can make 1 terabyte micro SD cards. I can't show it to you. It's not as clear as I.
Yeah,
Have
that's
a good
it. Yeah.
evening, Susan.
That's a 1
Be
terabyte,
safe.
but I have 2 terabyte, I have 4 terabyte, and I have 8 terabyte. Think about that.
Sweet dreams, Susan. God bless you. Stay safe.
This, yeah, this is a 16 gigabit on the outside, but this is actually a 1 terabyte. I converted it, so I can convert anything.
Oh,
Make
I just want to point out that we should be tracking chat, but did you see where Miriam made Max a sandwich?
She
I
made
told
Max a sandwich.
I told
I was
her many
flabbergasted.
times. She actually digitally made me a sandwich one time and sent it to me.
Huckleberry said, Miriam, make Max a sandwich. Next thing you know, there's a sandwich. I was like, fuck. And
But see,
pie.
Miriam
And
asked for it.
pie. God bless America.
She plays into it. You know, she's not all about. Me and Miriam have an understanding. I think she likes me. She just doesn't realize it yet.
Max says, no, don't pay attention to
You know,
chat.
there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that have that same situation there, Mr. Wayne. They like you, but they just don't realize it yet.
The fight for patriotism. How you doing?
Fight for patriotism. Max got a fucking sandwich. I tell you what, brother. I tell you, you've arrived. When you got a sandwich, you've arrived. I'm impressed. So, when are you going to share that technology with the rest of us neophytes here, there, Misfit?
I gotta finish making all the codes locked down, and once I do that, I can send you out a drive. You can be a test guinea pig and just report to me how it's doing.
Just put Windows
Oh,
10
I want
on it.
that.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
want that more than anything. Yes, sir.
Okay. If you want it, do you want it with an operating system or do you want it as a storage system? You can choose.
I'm a storage man. I've got a whole shit ton of fucking various and sundry libraries that I need to store.
So
I want Windows 10 Pro. I want Windows 10 Pro.
here's the thing that I'm working on right now. Let me plug this thing. This is going to be my newest device, and this is going to be a pretty much a cloud server using my technology, so that you can add and stack hard drives, literally in a portable unit. So
and then set
I
that
saw
to
that
one,
coming.
and then set that to a modem with a internet connection, and you now have cloud service on the
right.
net.
Right. So what I did is that I got this little itty bitty USB charging port, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert it. So right here is this is the first thing that we were working on, me and my partner down in Florida. But right here is his version of with a C port to plug into the computer so that the computer can then feed off of all the drives. So you have a cloud drive. So
Like a D drive, like a D plug,
yeah, or you could have,
FireWire,
something like this. Hold on.
FireWire or D plug for like a printer. Yep.
Yep.
But yeah,
Cloud storage. Okay. Yeah. A NAS box. It's a network attached storage. Yeah, I got one of those.
yep.
So yeah, that's a cloud server station. So I had to
That
get,
worked.
I had to
Yep.
get that so I could study it, so that I can program something for this.
Now, you're going to have to up the power in that thing too, aren't you? If you do that.
No, it's got enough right
Yeah,
now.
but
It's just a USB charger right now, but to add a layer onto the board, which is just two prongs in the center, you can add a data port on the inside of this USB bridge right here. So it's not that hard. It's just more or less making an output. So yeah, you got all this data. Where's it going? There's nowhere it goes. Oh, that's a power cord. So that's why he etched this in. This was just part of the frame. So he took this apart, he etched this in and put a data cable there that's now bridged across all of these. So I can put the drive in here, plug the USB.
Is that a fiber connect?
It's USB-C. It's a C connect. It's going to be a C connect system. Because most newer computers,
Oh wow!
most newer computers like the back of mine, that's an A port, and then C port is the round one. B port is the kind of funky looking one with the two little prongs in the top, and then you have there's the general one, which is the B, and the B is the one that kind of looks like a pie on the side. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it just depends on how fast you want the data to travel. My drives, like my 2 terabytes, are running literally at Samsung Pro chipset level. So they are running extremely like 800 megabits per second to 1200 megabits per second. So
Holy shit.
it depends on how you throttle it. And that means if you stick with just one operating system, you're going to have full throttle. But if I take the data from a Mac and put it on that and bring it over to the PC, my program, and this is where, Don, you could appreciate this, it is 1.3 billion lines of code. Okay, that's a lot of code. It took me 12 years to make this thing. However, here comes the compression algorithm that I wrote. I've got all of those lines of control compressed to 1 bit. Do the math. 1 billion lines of code to 1 bit. So 1 bit out of all that space is dedicated to a full operating system that can magically, not really, but it's math, magically through the code can decipher whether it's a PC or whatever the hell it is and adapt the environment accordingly so that you can see the data files, no matter which operating system you're using. So you don't have to reformat that. I can put PC data on it, slap it into the Mac, and the Mac can see it. So that's what I do for a living, Zach. That's my job.
Hey Dave, when you make mine, put the network driver database in there.
I can put anything you want on it.
Well, I'm just saying the network card driver database.
Yeah.
That way,
if you tell me what your PC has, I can put that in there so you can go ahead and jack your hard drive out and just have the default motherboard.
IBM ThinkPad. I've got IBM ThinkPad.
There you go. Then you can point the drive to the thumb drive, and that will be its operating system.
I can boot to a remote drive. Yeah.
Yeah, a remote drive, and your laptop is a doornail system to anybody else that looks at it.
Yep.
So that's not a problem. But yeah, that's
rock on.
And Don, you know who I used to work for. So boys like that. That's what we play with. So thank God I'm retired from 30 years later.
Holy shit.
I think Max wants us to know that apparently he's other sexually. He's one of those non-binary, non-cis, other sexual deviations.
The one of 1,000 flag people. I mean, I just learned that there's something.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah. Apparently, he needs to be different.
Gender. It's like they think they love strawberries.
I'm a lesbian trapped in a man's body. That's all I got to say.
That's what I've always been saying. It's
all I can say.
I'm a no gender. How do you be a no gender?
There's only 2 genders.
Stick to the stream. Okay, what's in chat stays. All right, so don't mix the stream and the chat. Is that what you're trying to tell me? All right, that's cool. I get that. I was just, you know, a lot of times we get a lot of shit for not talking to chat.
Right.
Right,
I
not
mean,
paying
So
attention to what's
I'll
being
shut up now,
said.
though. Okay,
you
that's
either
all
got
good, bro.
you either have a stick or you have a slit. Which one is it? I mean, that's it. Sorry, you can't tell
Exactly.
me otherwise.
That's my thinking.
Now,
But apparently, no, we cannot mix the streams. We cannot mix the panel, cannot talk to the chat,
Across the
cannot talk to
stream.
the panel. Don't cross the streams, apparently, Max says. Mr. Smouse, Colonel Smouse is in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
How you
Yo,
doing,
Mr. Smouse,
buddy?
how are you, sir?
Zachary, good to see you, man.
I'm serious, though, Irish. That is some next level shit. Really, I would really like to test some of that stuff. No joke. Or as Max says, no homo.
Listen, that was one guy goes, I'm bi. I'm like, okay, so you're gay. He goes, I'm not gay, I'm bi. And I go, do you suck dick? He goes, yeah. I go, then you're a cocksucker, therefore you're gay. I mean, how much simpler
They
is
don't
that?
see it that way. Oh, no. I don't suck that much dick, he says. Well, you don't need to suck but a little bit of dick to be
You
gay.
only have to do it once, and you're a cocksucker.
Exactly. Suck a dick, you're gay. Okay?
Yeah, that's it.
Again, not judging, just saying.
If
If
you're
you
sitting
suck
there
a dick,
you're
you're
sitting there
gay.
going, you're gay.
Yeah.
I'm all about the pie.
That's
You're damn right. I'm all about the pie.
Any more than one really doesn't matter. No, you're absolutely right,
that's
sir.
fine. Love is love. If you want to love your couch, love your couch. You want to love a hot apple pie, love a hot apple pie. It's your choice. But listen,
Exactly.
if you want to make a little mini you kind of need a VJ. If you're a boy, and if you're a girl, you need a stick. It's one or the other. And you can say, oh, they can get it from a tube. Okay, well, where do you think it came from? It came from the stick to go into the tube, to go into her, to make it. Just like I'm watching Survivor right now, and this guy's husband / wife or whatever is by this, blah, blah, blah. It's basically
Try to figure it out, man.
The pregnant man. What? Okay.
Try to figure it out. Watch. It's not the right time to be bringing a new.
Okay, don't be bringing ding dongs into this.
Hey, you know what? You know why this is a problem now? They got rid of the National Geographic and nobody understands nature anymore.
Exactly. What happened to the bouncy titties? What happened to the bouncy titties?
A, B, C, C.
Exactly.
And don't bring that beard below the skirt.
Don't be bringing some ding dongs into this, Huck. Don't be hating on my ding dongs.
Yeah.
And don't mind that beard that hangs down below the skirt there.
Hey, my dad was pretty cool, but the first time I had my tooth fairy thing when I was old enough and I pulled the tooth and I put it underneath and I got a hustler. I was like, fuck, that's better than money.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Zachary, sir. What's up, sir?
Go ahead, Zach.
Hey, Irish, could I be a guinea pig as well? I need storage for my MacBook.
Yes, you can have that. I've got to wait for the damn two companies, one in Florida, one in California, bidding on the chipboard that I've designed for this right now. So once they do that, I can have a manufactured in the good old USA, not in China.
Let me know if you need some cash for that or something. Really, I really would like some of that. That's some next level shit.
You got to think about it. You got to think about it. Honestly, one, it doesn't exist. And when I was on a plane and I had that in my laptop, my Mac, and I was looking at PC files, this guy looked over and went, "What's that?" And I told him. He offered me $2,000 right there on the spot so he could have it. And I go, I can't give it to you because I don't have my patent pending processed yet. So now that I've got that, I'm going for full patent. So it's fine.
Rock on.
Yeah. So change the world. I mean, you're looking at 100 terabytes sitting there. I mean, and in reality,
Gimme.
Yeah, it's only 5.
Gimme.
In reality, it's only 5.
Hey man, go for what you know.
Right.
That's my motto.
I mean,
Hey, did you hear what I said? Go for what you know.
Look,
I'll be right back.
The knowing is everything. If you know what you're doing, go for what you know.
So, hey, Zach and Don, you want to see something kind of cool? Hold on.
You blew my mind already.
I got more.
Show me. Show me. I'm watching, dude.
I got all night, sir. Show me.
Dang, man, they go. Hey,
I think
Don
I'm
Chuck,
having some
good to see you, man.
bandwidth
All right.
issues here.
All right. So
Good to see
here
you,
go.
Bruce.
All right. So you ready? All right. So I had this made out of wood for the frame, and you can see this.
All right, I
That's
see
an
you.
that's an Intel. It's an Intel i7 with a 1 terabyte hard drive and a 2 terabyte on top, and that's a full computer. Woo, there
Wait,
it is.
motherboard.
Yeah, the whole computer's inside there. It's all in here. It's only this big,
All right, go ahead.
and it's a Pentium. It's the i7. It's got 100 and what else?
It's not hard to blow my mind, by the way. I'm kind of slow after I left the submarine force.
So these are the things that you build. I mean, this is real wood. So I mean, you get creative when you make stuff. You know, it's kind of like fun. And I've got another full computer that's the size of a Roku stick. But I had them before they even had them. So Asus and a lot of companies made stick PCs, but they couldn't put Intel processors in them.
Wait, dude, can I ask you what nation are you broadcasting from?
I'm from Indianapolis. That's where I live. So,
United States. Okay.
yeah.
The center of the civilized world.
Right.
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Hey,
Here's
I'm sorry,
you.
I think Indiana's pretty cool.
So
actually.
did you like that computer, Don? That's a full desktop computer, by the way.
Dude, it's nice. There's a beauty. I need 3 of those.
Yeah, this is made out of wood. I had this handmade. So this is wood,
And Miss Miriam, that's just not true. You are totally weird.
you could hook that
Yes,
thing
you
up to a computer and make a nice musical beat.
it is a computer.
Yeah.
This is a full
No, you
desktop.
could make an instrument. It could make music, man.
Oh,
That little knock
it's-
on the
it's-
wood.
It's
you
got Windows 10 Pro on it. I mean, I'm
Oh,
going to
fuck
switch it to
that.
Windows 11. That's the next.
Just no. Goodbye.
All right. Good night, Bruce.
Good night, Bruce.
Dream well,
Linux.
Patriot.
No, Linux, dude.
Good night, John
Fuck-
Boy.
Fuck Windows. Dude,
Yeah?
what the hell's wrong with you?
Son. All right, man.
What?
See you later, bud.
Max expects more out of chat. We're just not living up to Max's expectations for chat.
Sorry.
Have you noticed that? He's
Yeah,
just
Yeah,
you know, always more needy. I need more whiny. I need more from chat.
That's
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry it's not focused, but that's my new 2 terabyte model I'm working on for the micro SSD chip.
Oh, yeah.
That's 2 terabytes. 2 terabytes.
Pretty sweet.
I mean, you put that in your phone, you have 2 terabytes. You can put it inside this, and it's 2 terabytes of data storage. So, and it's also in and out. It's not a one-way. This is a 2-way. That's through my program. I make it a bi-directional hard drive. So that's kind of what I work on. And this is my.
I love you, long time, Ragged. Long time. Yes.
I was getting a little worried, Don. I had my back turned to you when you said that. I was like, huh?
No, not Irish. No, we don't love Irish long time. No.
Oh. Yeah, because I was like, woo.
Ragged's in chat making all kinds of obscene gestures and stuff, and he wants to get loved. So
Yeah.
I figured I'd throw him some love. I want more.
So, Zach, you ready to take over the world? Yeah.
Yay, thumbs up.
He's
Talk to us,
on.
Jack. Talk to us. Tell us what's going on, brother.
What part do you want to control, Zach? We'll make sure you have it. You want Australia? They need some help.
I
Did
love
I
you
get a
long
fire in
time.
the bowl?
fire in the
Me love you
motherfucking
long
bowl.
time.
And it's brought
Me
to you
love you
by
long time. Yes.
Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.
.com.
.com.
Dot com.
God.
Go ahead, Zach.
I love you long time.
That's going to be what Zach sounds like when he gets his new robotic body.
You knew that was coming. You knew that was coming.
It'd be like
Me
this.
love you long
Yeah, we
time.
love you long time. He's got a robotic body. He pulls it out. He's like, here you go. Keep on top.
Nightingale's in the house. Shout out to Nightingale. How are you?
That's a good one.
I'm with Dallas. Deny, deny, deny. I mean, just deny the fuck it. No, even when they got you dead to rights, pinned up against the wall, guaranteed no escape, every avenue is shut down. It's all a lie. It's all a fucking conspiracy. They're all out to get me. I deny, deny, deny.
I claim to rest.
Exactly. I
I
never
was
touched her. She told me she was 18. I
Yeah.
never touched that. It wasn't me. There was somebody else that looked like me.
She
And she
told
brought
me
the
she
drugs.
was 18. Hell
And she
yeah.
brought the drugs, right? Yeah. Hell yeah. Good Lord. Welcome in, Nightingale. Good to see you. What's the temperature out there, Nightingale?
She's warmer there than the rest of us, that's for sure.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it's 30 degrees here right now.
Dude, do you got heat? Do you got heat? You got a generator now. Do you got some heat?
Hey,
Oh yeah,
Donald Trump.
I got heat and all that. Yeah. I'm not wearing my coat tonight, if you noticed.
I have noticed that.
Right.
Hey, Don Trump.
Yes, sir.
I went through 12 below zero Fahrenheit.
Man.
Now wait.
What the
Here's
fuck?
what's really weird, man. It's been 40. All the ice, 2 feet of snow is melted away. Something is the fucking house flies are hatching in the crack in front of my building on the sidewalk. Not Oprah Winfrey's crack. I'm sorry, but the crack.
I'm sorry. Housewife crack?
Oprah Winfrey crack.
Oh, you mean wide, big? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, big, wide,
all
black.
these house flies, like 15 fucking house flies. It was 12 below zero, and then all of a sudden it warms up. And all these house flies come out, and they're like, they make it like 2 feet to the edge of the snowbank, and they're sitting on the snow, and there's like one little step, and I'm like, should I step on them? No, watch them freeze to death.
Oh,
God, I hate
housewives? Did you?
house
Did or is that? Do I understand you correctly? Housewives?
I can see where you confuse the issue, but it's a house fly. Like
Housefly.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay, kill him.
But
Nightingale says it's 57 degrees there.
not listening. It's
Yeah.
go out there and I smoke a cigarette.
Apparently, we're not listening.
Watch 'em.
Skull, what is up, my brother?
I'm watching them hatching out, and this is January. It's supposed to be below zero, and they come out and they crawl on the fucking snow in front of my doorstep. And I'm just like watching them, like die, freeze to death.
Right. Nightingale says it's 57 degrees there. How are you surviving, Nightingale? It's so cold.
I know.
I want to stomp him to death.
I bet she's got coats on and shit,
You're not listening to me.
No, we're not listening anymore about the house flies and they're freezing to death. Just step on them and get it over with. It's not a big deal.
So, guys, would you like to see? This is back in 2001. This is one of the products I made and developed for a company, and we developed all the software as well and got paid very well. This is 2001. Would you like to see it? I can share it with you.
Of course.
I found the promotional video when we did this, and I'm going to share my audio system so you can hear it as well. Here we go.
Show it.
It's up and ready to go. You guys
Well,
say
hey,
when
family, I'm sorry, but I need to hop down as Jeremy is starting soon. If he
Okay,
doesn't,
here we
I
go.
will. I love you
Okay.
guys.
Rock on, Zach. God bless you.
Introducing Pocket ECG, a breakthrough in ECG analysis and arrhythmia diagnosis. Pocket ECG is the only technology to combine the accuracy of full Holter analysis and the interactivity of hospital telemetry at a patient's home.
kind of cool, huh?
That is nice.
Yeah.
Like I said, next level shit, baby.
Well,
Yes,
that's
sir.
just understand. This was in 2001. Okay.
Right.
You get
Now
now
they've got it to where they put their fingers on the thing and it reads their heart rate and can telemetry it back to the doctor's office or the hospital. Yeah.
Correct. This was the first. I was the engineer that helped this company make this happen.
What?
So that software, the software for the device, the intercommunication, the data transfer, the buffering, the compression, everything for this particular product was provided by my company. So
Plus the encryption because it's medical information.
correct
HIPAA.
over HIPAA compliant data stream, live action. All you do is put this device right here. You put that in your pocket, and these are all connected to your chest. And you just go about your day. It's the size of a cell phone, a small iPhone. That's it.
Yep.
And then this thing here would be on the receiving side, which would be a medical, either the hospital or a company that would monitor your heart rate. And they would sit there and look through the charts and look for right here. That's an arrhythmia right there, by the way.
And see, that's exactly what I've been needing.
Yeah, this is what
I've had
That's the
arrhythmias since the past 3 weeks, dude.
Yeah, that's literally from our Pocket ECG program that we were working on. So that just gives you an idea. That's the kind of fun stuff that I worked on all my life. So
Rock on.
It costs,
Huckleberry's all sarcastic. Technology gets me going.
yeah, $300 fucking dollars plus $100 a month. Yeah, try that for a disabled veteran. That goes my rent, my grocery.
Well, like if you want, so Bruce, listen, if you want to watch like Fox Nation, that big thing they charge like $100 a year. If you're a vet, just Wiz and Don and everybody, you go to foxnation.com, sign up. They verify that you're a veteran because they have the Vera ID.
I've thought about doing it. Right.
And when you do that, guess what? It's free. It's
for
free.
what?
For Fox Nation. Fox
to
Nation.
get followed so they know your birthday and all the veterans in the country.
No.
I'm sorry, I'm paranoid.
No, it's just you can watch news.
The wizard calls me paranoid all the time. He's like, "You're
Bruce,
paranoid."
he's talking about Fox News, the Fox Nation stuff. They made it free to veterans.
Yes.
So you can watch the behind the script stuff at Fox News, the stuff that they don't put on there.
Bruce doesn't want to take advantage of anything free with his veteran status because he's afraid that the government might be tracking it.
Well, guess what? They're already doing it. So
don't worry about it. They already got you. Got a cell phone?
I was going to say, Bruce, you don't have to worry about the government tracking you. Everybody else is.
Everybody else
If the government wants it, they'll just subpoena it in court.
Yeah, they're the least of your worries. You know what I mean? You got to worry about the guy selling it to, Jan Kipper in India who's trying to get your social security number so he can rob your bank account. Yeah, that's the people you got to worry about. Government don't give a shit. pay them their taxes, they leave you alone. I mean, that's pretty much.
I mean, there's a certain, you got to be a certain level of arrogant to think the government really gives a fuck about what you're doing.
They don't. They don't care. I mean, unless you're on their hot list, don't say stupid
Exactly.
things. The carnivore program is real, so just don't say the wrong thing. And get a VPN. Get a VPN.
Get a VPN.
Got one,
Yeah.
dude. Do you hear a hint of worry in my eyes?
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't worry about it. Like I said,
Do you?
nobody can truly hide even with your VPN. So you got good programmers, we can find you.
It's good to be, quote, paranoid. It's better than being stupid.
I recommend being
Ignorant.
paranoid. No, I recommend being paranoid.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course I've got a VPN.
Where is
Linux, dude? Linux
You're supposed to fire the
everything.
ball.
I'm trying to tell people in
You're
this
supposed to
chat room,
fire the ball before you do that.
No, this
No,
is
fire
fire
the
the
ball.
ball.
That's right.
Linux, dude. Linux. I'm trying to tell people Linux. Linux is free and it's clean and it solves everything.
and
That's
it's wide
it.
open, and you're not using the right amount of encryption in Linux, and so you're wide open and you're vulnerable to everybody and their brother.
Right. As soon as you touch something that's not encrypted on the net, you're as vulnerable as anybody else.
Might as well just gave the key to your house.
Yep.
You're good.
But it's better than Windows.
You use Gmail, you use Hotmail, you use any of the shit online, you use any of the programs and the apps, you're exposed as anything else.
Hey, Don.
Touch the internet on port 80. I know exactly who you are, where you're coming from.
No,
Don.
no.
Yeah.
Don,
Yes, sir.
I made a new program.
New versus the new old new. Okay,
Yeah,
tell us about it.
what it does is very simple. If I want to know where you're at right now, geographically outside the norm, all I got to do is put your number into my phone and then let my program run for a split second, and it'll ring your phone. You won't hear it because it does a sub ring to your phone, and then it'll send you your geographical coordinates anywhere.
Triangulates. Yeah. Triangulates. Yeah.
Oh, and if you have a cloaker, happen on your phone, you happen to have a spitter or a VPN, it'll still find you because it's using that other chip to locate you when your power is off.
And the communication protocols. Yeah. Power
Irish,
and usage protocols.
Irish Misfit. Guess what? I did the stupidest fucking thing.
I know all about that because I built those fucking towers and I built the boxes at the base of the tower.
I love the best ones when they try to text me.
Fucking cell phone number in chat rooms and YouTube and Twitch. I did the stupidest fucking. And all of a sudden, I got all these fucking scammers.
Hold on.
All I know is this: if I can take my code, put it into a photo or a meme or a GIF, and send it to somebody, and it'll do the same damn thing. It'll talk to you.
Dude,
So I know exactly where you're at.
real fucking.
So when you look at it, they know exactly where you are.
When they look at it, they see a meme. That's it. But what they did is they just sent me their IP location down to the 1 meter mark. So I know exactly where you're at.
Right. Because you get the tower location data set in there.
Yeah. And I have it translate to Google, so I can just look at it in Google Maps.
What if you have cell phone location services turned off and have never turned it on?
No, it still works. Still works.
Because it's not using the data on your phone, it's using tower cell. It's using the cell tower communication data. It doesn't matter what's on your phone. Yeah. When that phone connects to the Bruce, stop talking and let somebody answer you.
Trying to ask a question.
You ask a question, then you talk over everybody. Come on, you're doing it again.
Apps have a different location system than the fucking.
It doesn't have any fucking thing to do with any goddamn bit of information on your phone. It doesn't need it. All it's got to do is get the tower location information from the tower.
Right.
It doesn't need the fucking phone. All it needs is the phone response, say, yes, I'm here. And that tower data locator information is snapped.
Right. And that's where I put the code into the photo. So the code does that. So when you open up the meme or the picture or the GIF or whatever the fuck I send you, I can, if I'm evil, and I'm not, if I want, I put the code in there so it tells your phone to say hi. That's all it does. and then it reads the towers for the high signal and looks for it. And if you don't have, if you're trying to do your phone over the IP address, it's looking there too because it's using your GPS chip. That's always on. You can't turn that off. Even when it dies, it's
You
still
can't.
on.
If that isn't
No.
operable, your phone's not operable.
My friends, I bought this Faraday cage pouch. It's got these copper wires.
Sure.
I just toss that in there and go anywhere I want. Nobody knows.
As soon as you pull it out to look at it, it's over.
Yeah, but not until I take it out.
Correct.
It could be a year after the fucking global Cold War nuclear thing.
Whatever. Whatever, Bruce. But as soon as you take it out, go ahead. Go ahead, Don. Hold on a second, Bruce.
I could still have a cell phone that works, and the rest of y'all don't, because mine's in a Faraday cage.
What's up, Don?
Ragged apparently has had his amateur radio license now for 25 years, and so Ragged, so have I. KD4 KDY, Kilo Delta 4 Kilo Yankee KD4 KWY, Kilo Whiskey Yankee.
Oh, and Don, you should know that too. The analog system is still online. You just have to tap it. Phones on analog phones can still work.
So he can go up on ARRL or various other databases and plug my shit in and see who I am. But yes, Ragged, I'm also an amateur radio operator and have been since I was 9 years old. Do you send QSL cards? No, sir, I do not.
Dog Racer says it has little wheels on it, so it makes it a mobile phone.
I'll shut up now, but I wanted to shout out to the amateur radio operators in the room. Brothers
Rock
in the
up.
room.
No, you got it. I was just making that mention. You guys go ahead and talk about radios because I want to hear about it.
Don Trump, you're my man. God bless
Dude,
you.
I'm just another slag trying to get just another squirrel trying to get a nut.
Ragged says, do you send the QSL cards?
No,
Don
I
Trump,
don't send QSL cards. Yes, Mr.
Don
Wayne.
Trump, I truly want to thank you for being my friend.
Thank you for your service, sir. Thank you.
You're worth it. Every sacrifice.
All these other people might be, but I clearly am not.
No, we just
By the way, gummy number 4. For those of you keeping track on our home game, gummy number 4 just went down.
Is that a fire in the bowl?
And you could call that a fire in the bowl.
Fire
yes, sir.
in the motherfucking bowl. All right.
What does number 4 mean?
I have eaten 4 of those gummies at this sitting. Now, previously I had eaten 3 and he knocked me out. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
Oh, hey, by the way, Don, this generator is a lot better than the old model anyway. Get this. It only has like a little over a 4-gallon tank and it has 16-hour runtime. So 4 hours on a gallon. So, yeah.
So let's talk about your generator.
All right.
Tell me about it. And I'm still more than a little bit pissed that the store kicked us in the nuts the way they did with the extra money, and
right.
That's just kind of fucked up. But you managed to persevere and get the fucking thing out the store and into the house. So for that, I applaud you, and that's the shit right there.
Right.
Now that we've done that, is it doing what you want it to do? Is it running okay? Is oil all right? I mean, gas.
I filled it up on oil. Yep.
You got plenty of fuel. You got enough fuel.
Yep. We got.
Okay.
I used that money when we had the spending plan, and I got that, and then turn around. And what I did was the money that we had gotten above what we were expecting. I actually had already gone out and got one of those Circle K fuel cards that allows you to save 30
Okay,
cents
good.
per gallon. And I filled up. I
Damn.
used it all on fuel. $65. But when they put the bill through, it went through. They sent me a message on it that they're only billing me for $59.77. I spent 65 to 66 bucks on fuel, and it turned.
Dude, I tell you what, I spent $1,000. No, it was $890. I call it $1,000. $890 this past August running my generator in my RV. 1 month. Fucking just, I thought it was going to break me.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Just in gasoline. Just in gasoline. So I understand your fuel costs are fucking massive.
Well, the 4 hours on a single gallon on this one.
That helps. That helps considerably, yes.
Right. Even my 5500 before it blew up was only giving me a little over 2 hours per gallon.
Yeah, but that thing was old.
Well, yeah, I was 18 years old.
Right. Old. You know, carburetors and fucking intakes and gasoline
Oh, I
have come a
maintained
long
it.
way since then.
I maintained it and stuff really well, but they only could do so much, right? Well, now the 6500, the Generac, it only estimates out about 2.5 hours, maybe three. You know, between 2.5 and 3 hours per gallon.
Well, see,
But
now you have. Go ahead.
But it is a 6500, not a 3500.
It's 6500 exactly. And so remember that 6500 at they're probably giving you fuel rates at full load.
50%.
50% load. Okay.
Right.
Which is still twice what your 5500 was or your 5000 was. Larger than your 5000 was. Was your 5000 a Generac also?
No, the 5500s. Those were Chinese knockoffs I bought from Aldi's back in 2004. But I treated them with the Z-Max when I first got them. I let them run one tank of fuel, then I dumped the oil enough to put in the Z-Max, and then I let it run with it till it's time to change the oil again. And now the Z-Max, I'm telling you what, guys, when you use that Z-Max stuff, I'm a true believer. I've never had an engine completely blow out on me when using that stuff.
Oh, I've got it in. That's the first thing I did to the Hellcat. Thing was my first thing before I even had mile number 1 on that bitch. I had them drain it out so that I could replace it. So I could put that Z-Max right down the throat of that thing. So, and it's been fine. I mean, it's running like a solid tank, even with 80,000 miles on it. You know what I mean? So
I've only had one situation where an engine messed up on me with the Z-Max in it. And that's because I over-revved the son of a bitch. I blew my Equinox. I was pulling a trailer with about 2 tons of steel on it, siding and stuff that I recovered. And I put it, I was so used to traveling at the time, I just put it on cruise control out of habit. And then I hit a hill. And the cruise control didn't know different. So it just hyper accelerated itself out and through a rod. But get this. I pulled off the side of the road to find out what was going on and shut off the engine. Right? Should have never been able to start that engine again.
Never shut that engine off, even if it's if it sounds like it's about to die, you never shut it off.
Right. Well, I did. And I was like, oh, crap. Because I got into a good spot on the road where I didn't have to worry about hill or anything like that. But after I got to the top of the hill, I pulled off and I wanted to see if I had any oil, if I had blown a pan or something. You know what I'm saying? Because if I blow a pan, then there ain't no moving, no possibility of moving. But I didn't see any oil flow underneath the engine. There was no splash. There was no mess. And so I got in and I was like, man, this isn't going to happen. And I turned the key and guess what? That son of a bitch started. And then I put it in gear and drove it to the repair shop.
Damn, money.
That Z-Max shit is amazing, dude. The mechanic looked at me. I was like, I'm going to probably need you to rebuild the lower end on this engine. He tore it apart. He's like, "How the hell did you drive that here? Because that thing was in pieces." I was like, "Z-Max." I told him all the story about Z-Max engine additive, and he's like, I've never seen anybody do that. With what you did to that engine, we have to replace the whole damn engine because it's fucked up the head, it fucked up the cylinder, it fucked up the main bearings, and yeah, it was fucked.
That's why I like. That's why I like Amsoil's transmission fluid. That's the best shit in the planet. You can get 300,000 miles on a trans on that thing. So that's why I stripped my car down and it went pure Amsoil, and then I put the Z Max. Everything was done right away so that it would run, and it runs
Yeah,
smooth.
I put the Z-Max in the fuel, in the power steering fluid, in the engine, and in the transmission. So
Keep keep those pumps good. That's for sure. Even the $12,000 friggin' zero turn that I bought. All right. Well, 10,500.
sure.
But I changed that oil out and I put Z Max in that damn thing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Anything that was fluid, it got Z Maxed.
Yep.
So,
I've done it too. Even my all my small engine stuff.
yeah.
Yep.
Hey guys, am I still here?
You're here.
I'm enjoying the conversation.
But I tell you what,
Can-
I appreciate
can
it.
Can I interject something? And please ask an opinion from you
Sure. What's up?
intelligent guys. So I was watching oh, I gotta calm down. I was watching Cablevision TV, and this guy is in Alaska. You know these guys. It's History Channel kind of shit. And he goes, I'm going to start these trees, burn piles next to my house. And he's like, I can't get it started. I'm going to take a bucket. It's full of gasoline and oil and shit. And he goes like, quote, it's always dangerous when you're starting a fire with petroleum products. And instantly in my mind, I said, no, not if it's diesel fuel. Your opinion, please. Dude, you could take diesel fuel and just dump it on fucking roots and shit and walk up and throw a match on it. And it's not dangerous. It starts very slowly. Am I right? Am I right?
It's basically kerosene.
Yeah, right.
Diesel fuel is kerosene. So
It's not extremely dangerous. I hate the way, oh, God damn it. I hate fucking cable TV. They create this false drama like something wicked's going to happen. And they cut the commercial, and then you have to watch all the fucking brainwashing commercials.
yeah. Well, stop watching it. Stop watching it. It's hurting you. It's affecting you. You need to don't watch it. Turn it off. Unplug it.
Dude.
Unplug it, dude. Unplug it. Get it out of there. Don't even watch it. But Irish, that Z-Max stuff, dude, I'm a true believer, man.
Oh, I am too. I'm an Amsoil and I'm a Z Max true believer. There's no doubt. That's all I've ever put in my cars since the day that company opened. That's every car I've ever gotten, even used. I put that shit in there.
Right. Well, you know that one that had the engine fail, that generator, these cheap knockoff ones. Last one failed because the wrist pin came out of the rod and hit the wall and scored the wall so bad it lost compression. But that son of a bitch, when it was cold, you could still start that engine because of that Z-Max stuff. And like I said, I bought those back in 2003, 2004, maybe. And we traded them with the Z-Max right away and all that shit. But I've got thousands and thousands of hours on those things. That's why I'm like, dude, they're just they're
Wait,
and that one still runs, even though the generator.
Is that an oil additive, gas additive?
Yes.
Z-Max.
Because yes.
And the only place you can buy it now is at zmax.com.
Correct. Oh, you can still get it at Walmart. They do carry it, believe it or not. You got to look for it. Depends on your local Walmart if they carry it, but It carried that, and also AutoZone carries it.
AutoZone still carries it.
Yeah, they carry the full system package.
Right, the full system pack.
Yeah,
Right.
Mhm.
O'Reilly Auto Parts is pretty cool.
Yeah, but O'Reilly's I don't think carries it. But it's ZMAX, ZMAX. As it's the shit. You want them? You will never. You know, you got to run an engine. You got any kind of internal combustion engine? I suggest you use it on it.
Like a Subaru.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, Subaru. I'd use it on that. It'd be in my. I use it in my power steering fluid. I use it in my transmission. I use it in my engine. Yeah, and I even put it in the fuel because it'll treat the carburetors and your fuel system, and it'll protect your fuel system. It'll protect your fuel pump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I gotta go to bed. I want to do a last boop, boop, fire in the bowl.
Well, we only got 15 minutes. Hang with us, man.
Okay, I'll hang with you.
Yeah.
Woo! Got the wifey old calling. Ah, look at that old boy. Look at that thing.
Uh-oh. You got that connected to the repeater already?
Not yet. I need to program it. Oh, no, actually, it is programmed. So, yes, it is connected to the repeater. But for those of you, chat is talking heavily about amateur radio and various other things. We should have a club here. You're right. We should start a club. We could start a Wizmo club and
hey Don.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, we could. I've even got a ham radio, and I've got an antenna. I just haven't gotten it set up.
Hey Don, I tried to explain to this guy we affectionately know as Dallas how important ham radio, walking, talking, talking, what we used to call walkie-talkies.
Great idea. Yes, it is a great idea. Yes,
great idea.
Dude, they're cheap too.
$25. Okay. What's that? A 12-pack of beer? It's 20. Almost the same as. Yeah.
Anyway, big shout out to Huckleberry. She's changing over to her tablet now, I think. But Ragged, yeah.
Yeah, that would be the shit. If we get, we could actually move this over to kind of a radio format. Yeah, during the day, just flip it on.
We could do that. Let me look into that. That's kind of doable. And voice chat would be a real thing. Yeah. You'd have to have your license, though, because we could connect repeaters. That much I'm absolutely sure of. So I could connect to a repeater that's near you, Wizard. I could connect my repeater to your repeater using a voice over IP protocol. And then we could also create.
Don.
We could actually talk.
A repeater is something on top of a mountain for people that are in the valleys. Okay.
Yes.
Please,
yes, repeaters.
Help me, sir. Yes. These are honest questions.
Yep, that's what it is.
Right. But if you have that frequency, you can plug it in. Right?
Yes. Yes.
See, I'm trying
but
to learn this shit.
You'll also need what's called a PL tone. Generally 100 megahertz or 100 hertz or less. And it's the tone that activates the repeater. So what you do is when you squeeze the mic, your radio.
You can't squeeze the mic without a license.
Hold on. Whoa. You can't squeeze. You're right. You can't squeeze it without a license.
Yeah, you can in an emergency.
Let him finish, Bruce.
To the Cuomo News Network. You're absolutely right. So once you squeeze the trigger on this thing, then this puts out what's called a PL tone. And that PL tone then activates the repeater and allows you and your voice traffic to go through it and connect to it and to be amplified and repeated. That's what the repeater does. So every frequency or every repeater has both a frequency, an upload frequency. It has an offset frequency that is always 600 kilohertz. offset, plus or minus, and then it has a PL tone. The PL tone is that which activates activates the repeater and transmits your traffic. Does that make sense?
I think I was almost so. If the shit is the fan, say grid blackout.
Okay.
Now you got hams and fucking battery.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I
Right.
could hold that signal. I could hold that broad. I could.
Sounds like we got a station in Indianapolis too.
See,
And
station in Indianapolis. There'll be a station in Pennsylvania
I could be
of that,
connected,
I'm sure.
and
And
then
if we
I
get
could
the
release.
encryptors, we can connect IP.
Wait, I
It's
said,
true.
damn, stop interrupting me
Radio
when I'm trying
connected.
to broadcast.
Bruce, if you want somebody to listen to your question, then stop beating around the fucking bush and ask the goddamn question.
I said I could hold it, the broadcast for 2 seconds, and then release.
You can't hold the broadcast. Ask the fucking question and move on. Are you done? Thank you. We're moving on.
We're talking about radio frequency connecting the computers now of radio frequency network. You use an encryption base set, and it connects up to your
We can
radio.
do all of listen.
Mhm.
Listen, we can do all of that. This right here, this video, audio, and chat, we can do on laptops. We can do on desktops.
On the servers,
On
like I said.
on the servers. We can securely connect all of us via VPN into one hub and make sure it all. It's not. That's not the real rocket science here.
Although in that kind of network environment, it's called a tunnel, not a VPN.
Right.
Okay.
And Don, that's what I was. You saw the Zyzel that I showed on the screen, correct?
I did. Yes.
Yeah. So that is a cloud. That is a cloud center server. That's a storage unit for a cloud server. That's a portable cloud server. I've got a 2 terabyte up and down bandwidth right there. That's right behind me. Up and down, I can go all the way to 10 terabytes on my feed. I'm an isolated line, and then I connect to my network. And then globally, like I said, $5,000 will get you your own dedicated managed server, all yours, dedicated IP, whatever the hell you want to do for $5,000. That gets you.
And Don, I was just
3
saying,
years.
if I pressed my broadcast button on my ham portable radio, someone might hear me on this side of the Rockies. Don't be angry.
Depending on what frequency you are, or depending
Don't
on what
be
frequency.
angry. Come on, don't be angry, dude. Ignorance just means you don't know yet.
Bruce.
Don't
Bruce,
expect the rest of the world to wait for you though. Just don't, because we won't. We're moving on.
Yeah.
If you key the mic, yeah, you're going to get heard.
Yeah.
If you
And
key
you're
the
gonna be
mic
located.
and you piss somebody off, they're going to track you
Right.
down,
Exactly.
And you will be located too.
Like
and you
this.
will be located.
Like a
But
giant
if you
bullseye.
listen, and I want to be real clear here about amateur radio.
Right.
Amateur radio is not about. Listen, it's not about. It's not about prosecuting people that get on there and correctly utilize both the protocols, the frequencies, and are not pricks about it. So if you get on here and you say the right words, hello, over, that kind of thing, and minimize your talking on there, nobody gives a fuck. Use it. If, on the other hand, you want to get on there and say, oh, I'm PP head or I'm this or whatever, then no, you're going to get found and you will be prosecuted.
Shit, dude. I flipped my Subaru upside down 3 times in a creek when I got on my hand. So thank you for educating me about shit I already know.
Okay.
All right.
That's why I'm still here.
I thought, right. Well,
Yeah. Sorry. Good night. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette.
all right, buddy. You dream well, Patriot. We'll see you tomorrow.
There we go.
So, dude, your house, it sounds like you have a gig of fiber or multi-gig of fiber up and down to the
Big
net.
O. Big
It
O
sounds like
cable.
you're our new fucking it sounds like you're our new data center.
Yeah.
We ought to
That's what
put a
I'm just
literally.
VPN hub up on your network and
Like I said,
everybody start VPN into your house.
that's what I'm saying. I've already got Cisco, switches, hubs, all that shit's already set. So I'm building that in, and I'm building it into the house as well. So any place in this house can be a data, a port, so that you can
now.
look at.
Now we just got to get you off the grid. We got to get you. We got to get you independently powered.
Well, yeah. See, independently powered, then I'm off the grid, and we have, wife and I have been
At least your communication systems.
correct.
At least the communication system.
I
You know
had-
what?
listen, I had this one group of people that were trying to use point to point, wireless, wireless internet. And they're about like 4 miles from me. The only problem is that I had trees in front of my line of sight. And I told them, if you want to build a 200-foot tower, you can here if you want. I'll let you put it here. You just give me free direct access service. In other words, I get the full Monty of the satellite. And yeah, you can put it there and you can charge everybody for point to point. I'm good with that. Put it up. I'm good.
100 foot to give you 17 miles.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, they gave me, because this property is considered a business, AG business, they had to give me an independent fiber optic line so that I could do my business at the levels that I require. So
There you go, brother.
yeah. So if I hook that thing up and put 100 terabytes of data storage on that cloud server, I already own secure IP addresses just here. I've got 10 of them. I get them in bundles.
You put your own light box on there, and I'll tell you what, they can't control where you go.
That's what I'm saying. But see, my servers that I own, I've got 4,000 servers globally that I own. Physical, pull it out of the wall, that kind of shit. So I sell that service. So in other words, if somebody wants to have the latest and greatest server, want to rent it, kind of lease it, I'll lease it to you. My cost, because I get a lot of money for it from Google and other offset companies that data storage with my company, you could literally just get a whole 2U server with massive backbone, literally pure internet backbone, the AT&T fiber optic network, the original.
A petabyte.
Yeah, unlimited data, unlimited bandwidth, unlimited storage. You could create multiple accounts. You become your own web hosting company if you feel like it with it.
Well, I see. You know what? Your little drives there. That I could see it when we start talking about yottabytes and petabytes.
Yeah, this is the technology that I've been working on all my life. This is what I work towards, is this shit, and let's see if I can do it again, but here.
You know what? You guys were talking about buying .coms. You ought to look into buying petabyte or yottabyte.
Well, see, that's
.com.
that's the thing. It's here. I'll show you so you can see. I mean, it's literally.
I got to stop getting drunk and buying domains like fucknascar.com.
Oh yeah. Well, just like yeah, so you see, Don, just like what I have here, the Conscious Universe Academy. I created this because I want a universal forum that people can come and chit chat about. I mean, and you got to get high. You know what I mean? You got to be there. You got to put your brain wherever, whatever you got to do, and you can sit and chit chat about. We'll have subjects. We'll point them out. We'll let people do it. There's no charge. Anybody can come and sit and watch. I'm not trying to make a buck off it. I'm just trying to get people's eyes opened and of the bigger picture that's going on. And then
you can call it. There is such a thing as a yottabyte.
Oh yeah, there's more than that. There's
Oh, there is. There's after
right. That's
gigabytes and terabytes. There's petabyte, and then there's yottabyte,
right. Yeah. So
and yeah,
that's what I try to get to people so that they understand. See, like this. Let me see if we can get this on here. This is the data set that I've got for this micro hard drive. I mean, try to see if I can get the focus, but I mean that's a lot of data. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But in reality, this is the most important part. Look at its
Chewbacca byte.
huh?
Ragged Coins is trying to make a joke. He's trying to say Chewbacca byte.
Chewbacca bites. Yeah,
Yoda bites, Chewbacca bites. Is
Well-
there a Han Solo bite?
I think it's Han Solo byte. Yeah, maybe
A Layla.
the Darth byte. The Darth bite.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, there, Misfit. We're acting
Well, I'm
like
just
stupid.
saying. But what I'm showing you here is this is just the same as any SSD. You know what I mean? It's an SSD hard drive in that size. I mean, it's
Yep.
literally you could put security, you could share it, you could track, you can ready boot the thing, you can customize your settings, your tools. I mean, you can format this, you can optimize it. I mean, literally, you can literally just.
That's why we want one. That's why
Yeah,
we want one.
this is my
Just
newest.
what he said. That's why we want one. Exactly. You're absolutely right. You can do
Yeah.
fucking whatever you want with it, and I got a shit ton of stuff that I want to do with it.
Oh yeah, because it's what the next level is going to be. That's what I always like to tell people. It is the next level. It's not something you can just format. You know, like you
Yeah.
want to format this, and you can't. You can format it, and you can put it in. Right now, I have it in EVAT file system. You can. Do you know what EVAT is? I don't know if you
I do. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can convert it into NTFS. You can do whatever you want, and I mean it's bam, and it's lightning fast. So it just did literally 2 terabytes.
What?
I'm formatting it. I'm transferring it now from EVAT to NTFS. So now I've made it a totally dedicated hard drive to
And
Windows. But if I want, I can easily go ahead and flip it back.
partition it. And,
Yeah, and partition it and do all that fun stuff. So, but again, this is still in the new. Like I said, it's in new technology, and it's cannot be. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to cancel you anyway. But the whole point is this is going to be our new technology. And
Right.
I'm on the head of. I'm
Fire.
on the forefront. Fire in the bolt.
Fire in the bowl. Because I would want just probably a little bit of it just for Windows 98, Windows XP, and then Windows 10.
The market that I'm looking at is the PS4, the Xbox kids, the people that want to have an external hard drive that's literally a real hard drive. That's that small. I mean, you
Right.
can lose a fucking thing. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I was thinking about putting a little GPS thing in there and make some custom software. And just so you know, that cost me $20 a unit. to build.
Imagine putting putting a library. Now the problem is with this idea is that it would take a one. I'll explain that in a minute. But you could put the entire library of music of mankind on that fucking thing.
That's how
And
small.
then-
Max, wake up. Max.
That's why it is what it is. It is.
And then plug it into a reader in your car and just
You can do whatever. I mean, look at it.
Yeah.
You serve that up. That's $20. I mean, that's what it costs me, the software, the time, the energy to create a literally 2 terabyte. I can do 4, I could do 8, I could do 6, I could do 12, I could do 16, and I'm trying to get to 20. But guess what happens? Because of compression, this thing catches on fire after 14.
Very interesting shit. Yeah. Go ahead.
Because it gets so hot. Because I'm encrypting at 4,000 and 4,000 plus encryption level instead of 256. I'm in the 4,058. So, it's compression. This algorithm that I wrote, literally, you could ask my wife or even my brother-in-law if he ever comes on here. Um, Him and I had a debate when I was dating his sister, and I mean, it's kind of far fetched when you listen to it, being real, especially when you're meeting somebody for the first time, you're going on a couple dates, they kind of look at you like, are you crazy? But it's like, no. And then, so her brother didn't believe shit I said. So I wrote down a formula on a napkin from the waiter, gave me a little piece of paper, and I wrote it down, and it just literally just did one of those in your face. He looked at it, and he knows there's only 6 people on the planet that know that formula are currently working on it. That was 7 years ago. And I had told them, you guys are borrowing my math. I wrote it, and I wrote that. That was part of one of my dissertations. You are using my formula to compress quantum algorithms. And it's not, I'm already on the operational phase. And he shit in his pants. He's like, what? I go, yeah, I'm already operational. I've already got working code. And he goes, that's impossible. I go, no, it's not impossible. I'm the one who fucking wrote the formula. It's not impossible. I already knew where I had to go. I just had to find my way to get there, and I got it. You guys are about 15 years behind me, dumbasses. And then, so when I did a celebration, I just sent him one of these. Because this is the proof in the pudding. Here you go, buddy. There's my formula working. I can squish anything I want. This is literally a 1 gig. It's a 1 gig or 64 meg chip hard drive, and I've converted it into 2 terabytes. And like I said, after 14, it catches on fire. So but this is the math. Okay, so now, Don, you can appreciate the science behind this, because now I can take 1 chip and I can turn it into whatever the hell I want it to be. Right. So if I want to sell more space on this, I write a code that I upload to this little bad boy as a firmware update, or you pay for it, and it unlocks more, up to 14, because it'll catch on fire, and I don't want to be sued. You know what I mean? So I want to keep it at the 10, 12 range, because this is the technology I tried to convince Apple in 2001, which would be take your cell phone. Apple sucks because you can't add any. Well, this isn't an Apple, it's Samsung, but in an Apple, this sucks because you're stuck with whatever amount of memory you bought. What if you could put my little 1-bit program, which is a full 1 billion code operational network system on a scale, put that into this phone, and then as an Apple, if I buy the 64 gig version, then if I want to go up to 256 gig, I just go to Apple Pay, buy the extra 100 and whatever I got to buy, and it automatically tells the program to unlock that chip a little bit more. And it goes to its max. You could, reduce the amount of silk. This was my solution, because what's going on with China and Taiwan are exactly what I predicted in an article. I was written in a magazine predicting that this will happen if we put all our eggs in one basket. And they did, and now we're seeing it. But for me, I have a back door, which is this technology that we don't have to rely on Taiwan. We can make it cheap, don't have to make a lot of it, and we can actually make it big, small, whatever the hell we want. And all I want is $1 a unit for anything that uses the technology. Yeah, I could just call it a day. That's the point. So that's where I'm at right now with my technologies. That these little bad boys are the next wave of, I'm going to make this stronger, bigger, faster, stronger, and more, to a level that this could be a 100 terabyte, you know what I'm saying, or a 99 terabyte hard drive in the palm of your hand. So that's what I'm working on. And it's all program. It's not physical. I'm taking the physical storage out of the equation. I'm mixing in the electrons, data inside pockets that are voids. That's what I'm basically doing. So I'm filling in the gaps between the carbon and the silicon. That's what I've mastered. That's my formula.
Filling in the gaps between the carbon in the silicone. Yeah. It all sounds like that all sounds like a bunch of sales horse shit. It sounds like to me that you're selling encryption as a service.
Yeah.
You're selling, excuse me, compression. You're selling compression as a service.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you want to put gas in your car, you got to pay for gas, correct? Well, if you want to,
No. I think it's wonderful, dude. I think it's a great idea. I think it's a wonderful idea to sell compression as a service
well, I
on a
want to.
flat chip. Yeah,
Right.
go ahead.
I want to be able to take. Well, there was a mad scientist role in this design. Okay, so in the Great Neural Network Project, the whole key is that if you had the ability to put the entire content of a human mind, which can be translated, I forgot how many terabytes, it's off the chart, but if you could put that all into one chip and have a way to translate the signal into a recording, a digital life record, this would be your, like that movie with Robin Williams, where he watched people's lives through their eyes, through the data. And the whole point was this, is that if you could be put here, then you could basically live forever. That was basically it, your conscious mind, not your soul, your consciousness.
Right. And I'm hearing a lot of people say that, the way to get immortality is to get your shit into the cyber world. Get your brain into cyberland.
And that's why I'm creating this, so we can talk about.
Yeah.
I need more data. I need more data for this, so I can learn more. And
well,
it's going to
tell
take
you what,
open minds for that.
I know. I know for a fact that I can use the storage portion of your compression algorithm here. So if you're putting that highly specialized compression algorithm on standard silicone, and to answer Skull's question, it sounds like you're putting this on off-the-shelf hardware or ASICs. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So if you're just putting your code on off-the-shelf hardware, then you got a pretty badass solution. That I could probably I could use the shit right out of that.
Right. And my whole goal is that it would be a shame if the minds of Albert Einstein and all the, all the historians and all the data on the planet could not be stored on just one. You know what I mean? So that, in other words, you could have the entire planet running off of one chip, because my algorithm actually has been converted into a form of AI that is on a microscopic level through compression. So it's literally popping in and out of compression instantaneously at the same time as well. And that's what I'm doing. And you have to have a supercomputer to do that. And where do we run that supercomputer right now to make this stupid little thing? That's what the people that are making the quantum computers for Dell, Intel, and so on, I get a little window of time to test my program and see what it does. That's part of the project that I'm in. So I get to see this. But just like Dum Dum, I'm a nobody, but I am.
That's the research.
That's my research.
And if I'm correct, that's the research that discovered that photons move faster than time.
Correct. Actually, photons change their appearance to the viewer.
Correct.
In other words, they make a decision. A particle without weight but has mass can make a decision. That's an organic AI. So an organic AI is communicating on a.
Is it a decision, or is it just a response to the energy you project onto it?
It's the projection. In other words, what you want to perceive, that photon will adjust to it. Therefore, that's like in this thing I'm doing right here is to talk about that, because again, one of the things in one of my dissertations, I argued that the battle, what we like to call in the Bible, the good and the evil, all of the battle is between artificial AI and organic AI.
Right.
Who wants to control? So all species across the universe, whether they know it or not, are interconnected on a level that we will never comprehend. However, the AI, the artificial, wants to do the same thing.
I say fire in the bowl.
Boop, and
Fire
we can call it a night.
and fire in the motherfucking bowl. Rock on.
So that's the level of shit that I do for a living. That's how I have to think. And
I'll do a video. I'll do a video on the generator tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
get
see,
that.
like I said, right now I'm working on it right now. I got you guys as I'm promoting you guys on my page right now just so that people can, you know what I mean? So people can be aware of your show. I want
Hey,
to,
welcome in.
yeah, I want
People I've never met before.
right.
Rock on.
I want to grant people the opportunity to come here with their heads held high, get high if they want to, or just sit there or have stupid questions, but no questions stupid. It's just maybe a group consciousness can sit here with positive feelings only and try to work out things and maybe mentally manifest a better tomorrow. And if I believe that if we can get enough people, they don't have to change what they believe in, the religion, all that, just have the mindset to change this planet and change our image of everything, then maybe we could have a chance.
You know it, man.
Species. So, and there we
Well,
have it.
thank you. Rock on. Thank you for coming in and hanging out and telling us all about that.
Yeah, well, you guys are on there, and so hopefully they'll look at it, and you guys are more than welcome to moderate or whatever you feel like doing, and let people know. And if we got to do advertising, that's fine. I really don't.
That's all good.
Money, but if they want to donate to the fund for the group, you know what I mean, kind of thing, to help everybody out when they need it, I'm all for it. That's why I want to do that. It's not for me. I don't care. I don't need money. So, it's more or less, this would be good for the people of the planet.
Rock on. Rock on. Absolutely. So rock on, man. And thank you, everybody. Rock on. We have the Genny's running, and I want to go look at it again and
all right,
check it out. And I will make a video about it tomorrow, and we'll get that all there. And God bless you. Dream well, Patriots.
Dream well, everybody. Talk to you later.
God bless you. Thank you, Don.
My pleasure, sir. Have a wonderful evening.
And